I'm the SGW guy. I got Marshall Mikey down below. We got Fred, who should be here a little bit later on. False is hopefully trying to get logged in. He somehow got logged in as a host. We don't know how that happened. And hello to all of you on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all of us here. And so we're just talking about some local events tonight, I guess. I know the drones are a big thing going on. Those drones that are flying around. We got the holidays coming up, and Mike, you're saying you got Christmas Eve out this year.
Yeah. Biden actually gave federal employees first time we've had it in a long time. It's rare that we get Christmas Eve or like not Good Friday, Black Friday. Evil Friday. It's
Right.
not too often we get those days off. This year he gave us Christmas Eve, so that was nice.
It's now we. All right, False is trying to. I don't know. Okay, now False can't get in.
Oh, Ricky Henderson, stolen base king, died.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, it just happened. Going back to the '90s, I used to love baseball. And then when they had the strike, and there was no World Series that year, absolutely just killed me. Killed me on it. Yeah, Ricky Henderson, stolen base king and Hall of Famer, is dead as of today at the age of 65.
Oh wow, and that's young nowadays.
Yeah, that's sad. He was a really good player.
But yeah, so now last week you were out sick. I hope you feel better.
Well, thank you. I'm still pretty sick.
Fred was back with us. He was sharing his Florida moments with us. Said him and his wife had a good time. So that's good. That's good. Thank you all for watching. And guys, if you wanna hook me up with a chili dog, click that link to my to the left of me. You see on the screen. But yeah, it's literally Christmas. What, 5 days away? Four technically now. I guess you want to say it. 4 days away till Christmas. Doesn't feel like Christmas.
Sorry.
Nope. Got a cough. You got a cough. It doesn't feel like Christmas by any means.
I hear that. Well, you can imagine with everything going on here, Gina and I are in kind of a rough spot financially, so it's not much of a Christmas for us this year.
Oh, I know. But I'm glad she got that Family Dollar job.
Yeah, me too.
And she was saying, "Oh, go ahead."
I just said me too.
Oh, and she was telling me that Mr. and Mrs. Claus are visiting Family Dollar tomorrow. Right, baby? Go see Daddy. We can, if she sticks her head, we'll ask her really quick. Also still having issues trying to get in. I don't know what. I'm sending you a valid link. Here, we'll do this.
I used the one that was in chat.
I know that's.
Unless they're, what? Like if I just follow it through chat, it opens up in Messenger, and then I get things like it isn't a valid link or something. I would suggest doing what I do: copy and paste the link into an email and send it to yourself, and try getting in that way, because then it'll open up in a version. It'll open up in some kind of web browser rather than Messenger, which really doesn't handle web browsing too well.
Yeah, false. Try and do that. Send. I just sent you a new link. I re-scrambled the link. Send that to your email and try and do it from there. Or Google has it blocked. Use Chrome. I use Chrome. I'm sorry, I don't use Chrome. I use Edge.
Well, if he's on his phone, I don't. Do they have Edge for? I don't know if they have that. See, like I'm in a version of Chrome. Like what I do is I follow it. I use Gmail for my browser for my email on the phone. So if you send, or if you open the link through Gmail, it opens in a Chrome-like browser that's designed for Gmail. That's what I'm on right now. That's how I'm talking with you right now. Is I'm on that browser, and it seems to work well for me. So,
Jerry,
what's up, Fred?
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
No, you're good. We're trying to figure out. False can't get in.
Oh, okay.
Saying.
Yeah, I just clicked the new link that you sent, Jay. Let me right in. So
I don't know what. I'm not sure what he's using. I think he's using his phone.
Google has a bowel obstruction?
Wait, what?
My interpretation of.
Oh, I was say, wait a minute. But yeah, so welcome, Fred. Glad you're here.
Oh, good to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
If it's on with the show, like, what's up, Mrs. Skeeter? How you doing? If it on with the show, Now I see False Log as like a host, but I don't see him here. Like, I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know. But okay, so hopefully, that's what I was looking for. Can you search? Could you put? That's actually a good idea. Could you use Edge on your phone? Edge browser. Yeah, false. If you go to your Play Store, try and do it through Chrome or through Edge. You could install the Edge browser on your phone. If Google's blocking it. What's up, Steph? How are you there, Miss Crewman? Okay, so current events. Figured to talk about today. Current events. What's going on? I know we're still talking about those drone sightings, and I
blame FP.
Have you? Let's see here. According to CNN, drone sightings, what officials are doing and suggesting. I'm waiting for that to pull up. But how was your week, guys? I know, Mike, you were sick. How was your week, Fred?
Well, pretty busy, man. Just trying to get ready for Christmas next week. But I finally finished my wrapping. Man, I hate wrapping gifts. I don't know about you guys. I hate wrapping. I'm such a bad rapper.
I don't mind it. I used to do it all the time. When it's a big pain in the ass. It's a big pain in the ass wrapping. But I used to like. I was still with my wife. And I lived in Exeter. I was the one who did most of like. The only presents I didn't wrap were mine that she got me, but I wrapped everybody else's presents because my wife just did not have the like. She just did not have the patience to wrap a gift.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we want to hear about your surgery. Also, make sure you try and get in. It's but they were saying that people were trying to now shoot down the drones, and it ended up one being like a plane, or plane, and pilots were like getting freaked out.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's never a good idea to shoot at anything when you're not sure about what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
And if you miss, that bolt could come down and possibly hit somebody.
It's like, I think that's something. Hang on. Yeah, let me bring it out of the sky and I'll let you know for sure.
Right. Not a great idea.
I heard about people where they looked out their bedroom window and they were eye level with one of these things. In that case, where I could see that, okay, this is automated and this is something that's actually like in my window trying to peep in. In that case, I'd probably shoot it because I can clearly see what I'm looking at, and I know where if I bring it out of the sky, I know where it's going to land. So on my porch roof, and I can retrieve it from there and do my own little dissection and figure out what it is.
Hi, Myra. Thanks for joining tonight. What's up, Skeeter?
Hey. I'm not going to use Myra's real name, but hello. Myra Maines, Gina.
Yeah, I see. Tell her hi.
Gina says hello.
Oh, ask if Gina could hear me. Did she say that Mr. and Mrs. Claus will be at the Family Dollar tomorrow?
Will Mr. and Mrs. Klaus be at the Family Tree Dollar tomorrow?
They actually came in shopping.
They came in shopping today. I guess they were shopping for all the good little boys. Well, maybe the not so good little boys and girls, considering it's a dollar store. So,
Family Dollar.
Here's a cheap little Transformer toy kid. No, it doesn't transform. It just looks like Megatron. Okay.
Hey, there's some pretty nice Matchbox cars.
Well, no, I got. There's a couple of Transformer toys up there that I bought at. She works at Family Dollar Tree General or something.
Family Dollar on River Street in Plains.
General Dollar.
I know that store. I've been there before. That's right up the road from my house. Yeah.
I usually go to the one.
I miss you, my remains.
Over in right up in Exeter. I'll go to that one because it's close. But yeah, I love Family Dollar. Like I
gotta go up with the kittens soon.
It's so yeah, guys, tomorrow at the Family Dollar, if you're local, take the kids to see Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus. And
at Family Dollar Tree General.
Well, I thought
what's funny is they're both related.
Yeah, they're related.
They're sister companies.
Well, yeah, I know the one they remodeled, the one in Exeter. It says now Family Dollar,
Tree.
Dollar Tree,
Dollar Tree General.
Oh no.
General Dollar Tree.
Family Dollar Tree General. For families.
The GF Bells Gam is home. This cold weather is just knocking the hell out of her left side. It's
actually. I'm sorry that Fred. That reminds me of. Did you ever watch Conspiracy Theory with Jesse Ventura?
Yeah.
Remember that show? Was,
yeah.
Like 2010, 2011.
I was gonna say, like, is it a couple years old? I do remember it. Yeah.
Yeah, just like the opening, like I was a governor, a Navy SEAL, a fighter. I would sit there and just be like, I was a Navy governor fighting SEALs. I was a SEAL governor fighting the Navy. I've done it all.
Jesse Ventura.
Yeah. Man, this is This is the second week in a row that Jesse Ventura came up on this show. I think we were talking about him last week. I think we were talking about wrestling.
And
So
they brought him back to do a Saturday Night's Main Event, like host, be like an anchor or however I forget what you call him, but one of those guys.
Well, he suffered a ring injury. That's why he was the side anchor to begin with.
But even like I forget even how old Jesse Ventura is, but he doesn't look half bad. I mean, he doesn't look bad at all.
Well, he's in his 70s, like Schwarzenegger. Schwarzenegger's now 77.
Man,
but yeah, it's they were
that's
calling
funny
him
though.
Yes, Jesse Ventura. But
Navy SEAL, governor, professional wrestler,
a fighter, a Navy SEAL fighting governors, a Navy governor fighting SEALs.
Oh man.
Myron Main says, "Hey, my youngest Sarah joined the Air Force. She's in the BMT RN. I have no idea what that is, but hey, that's I don't know, false, because Fred used the one and he got in. Mike used the one and he got in. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. I don't know.
Does False have a laptop or a tablet? Maybe he could try on an iPad or a laptop.
I don't know. I thought he had a computer. At least I thought he had one. I'm not 100%, but I thought he did have one. Oh, right now, gotcha. Yeah, it's been a long week. It's funny because our payroll company was doing our payroll, going over like the final payroll because usually I get my paycheck on Wednesdays, but basically, yeah, my head's shot. I get an email and it's like they're like, the email said your hours were extremely high this time. Is there like they thought maybe I forgot to punch out. I had 20 hours overtime. I had 60 hours put in for that for 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, no, that's real. I worked those hours and trying to get my boss had to chime in and go, yep, and click and confirm it. Yeah, because I worked Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I had like 60 hours in. That was a hell of a long week. But
you get some time off for Christmas, Jay, or are you taking some PTO for the holiday?
I'm gonna try and do PTO. Like a couple months ago, I took PTO to because we can only carry over 40 hours from that into 25. So I had 70 some. So I blew 2 months. I blew 30 hours off just to blow them. Yeah. And this past Monday, I was sick. So I'm going in to put my PTO in for those 8 hours. And I see I have another I'm back up to 80. I'm like, oh shit. So I messaged my boss. I'm like, the week between Christmas and I don't know if they're going to let me take time off now. So I'm trying. Hopefully he'll let me. I'm going to see if they'll pay me out for it. If they'll do, and then normally they won't, but see if they'll make an exception or give me a week off, one or two. Because I don't want to lose 30 hours worth of PTO if I don't want to lose them. But we'll see. But yeah, we're off Christmas. Now the rest of the world's off New Year's Day, but we have to be there, so I'll get double time, which is nice.
Gotcha.
But so everyone who's watching, you 19 people, thanks for chiming in. And Bella's Gam, I hope it's okay, everything with Jancy. I noticed he didn't text me today. He usually texts me every day going, what's the show about? And I didn't see his text today. Hope everything's all right with Jance. So hello to who's this? Oh,
congrats.
They're all saying congratulations. She can't really hear you.
I
have my headphones on.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, you know what my voice sounds like when I'm, talking to the computer, not the computer, the phone microphone.
Right. Awesome news. I found out that I'm going to be.
But I had to put it out there. She didn't want me putting it out on my Facebook page because I'm friends with people she works with.
Oh,
Okay.
I got you. Yeah,
Congrats, Gina. That's awesome.
yeah, that is.
Everybody's saying congratulations, and that's awesome.
It's what's up, Matt? Yeah, Bari. Yeah, Friday night I ended up ordering from Bari Pizza, and I got the Margareta, however you pronounce it, and it was actually really, really good. It was really good. It had that pockets of like pizza sauce almost, and
Yeah.
it was the thin was nice and crisp, but it was thin.
Man,
Oh.
I love a good margarita pizza, man, with the fresh basil, the fresh tomato. Hey, there's False.
I'm here. I made it.
You made it,
Woo!
FP.
Oh, what a day.
I can't. Did you see FP? I can't see his video feed.
Yeah,
Oh, there
yeah.
he is.
There we go.
Coming in slowly. Hold on, guys.
What up,
There we
FP?
go. It's about time.
Did you ever notice
Mike,
that
you actually
Jesse
made me.
Ventura?
What's
Sorry,
that?
I was going
Mike,
to
you
say,
made me
did
think of.
anybody? Does it just me, or does anybody else notice that Jesse Ventura and Mike Lindell, the My Pillow guy, sound exactly alike?
Yes, they do.
I think
They
do.
do.
Actually. You think?
I'm a governor, a Navy, that, and My Pillow isn't lumpy. If you saw that footage,
My
like he
Pillow
was
guy.
being deposed, and like say somebody
Yeah.
called in and said, they complained about their pillow being lumpy. My pillow isn't lumpy, you sick bastard.
Okay, so False. How did the surgery go? Tell us about the surgery.
It went pretty good.
What'd they do?
I guess they removed like a lesion from my like this area right here. You can see some of the stitches maybe
Ah,
like right there on the inside of my nose. It's a great spot.
so how do you feel? Do you feel okay?
You know, that's the thing. I don't know if they gave me painkillers that day when I was in the hospital,
I'm sure they did.
but they prescribed me Oxycontin, which I haven't touched. And the weirdest part about it is, no, I haven't felt no pain. So that means either two things: the doctor's really, really good at his job, or he hit a nerve and I can't feel nothing. Either way, I'm good.
Or your funny edibles just took over and didn't make you feel anything.
No, well, I don't know. Maybe.
Man,
People that you gotcha, Gina. Gotcha.
Gotcha, Gina. Gotcha.
FP.
Like I said, I have to repeat because
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Too bad we can't put the CC up there, closed captioning.
FP. I had a similar procedure done earlier
I have
this year.
closed
It was in
captioning.
January. Just like a skin cancer, like a the hell was it?
Just like
some kind of
a benign
carcinoma.
growth.
Yeah, basal cell carcinoma I had on my forehead, and I had to have
Okay.
Mohs surgery. So I have a giant like scar on my head. Everyone's like, "Hey, did you get into a bar fight?" I'm like, "No, I I had surgery," but
I
they
would've
must have
had
done.
big bar fight, and I took on 5 guys and kicked their ass. All I got is a little scar. I would have said like something dramatic.
I mean, I could probably run with that. I don't think anyone would believe me. 'Cause, everyone knows I'm a pretty peaceful guy. I don't really get into fights, but yeah.
It's so yeah. So we got literally we're almost upon Christmas, and it just doesn't feel like it.
My brother's actually in New Jersey right now. He's going to the game tomorrow night. But I told him while he's out in Jersey, look up at the sky and try to take some pictures. See if you see anything.
Yeah, definitely. Keep an eye on the sky.
Right?
When people are starting to shoot down the drones and end up shooting at pilots.
No, I didn't say
that?
shoot them down. No. Don't shoot them down.
No. They're saying on TV. I heard that people now are starting to shoot at what they're thinking. They're drones and they're pilots saying, "No, you're shooting at us." What's that?
I don't read in reverse.
Yeah, I couldn't read it.
Reversed? It's not reversed, Mike. If you look backwards in the mirror or upside down.
Sideways.
I don't have a mirror handy. I'm not a vain person.
I thank you all for watching, chiming in with us tonight. We're glad you're all here. If you're chiming in from Facebook or from a paired channel, or let me know where you're hanging from.
I don't exactly keep a shaving mirror handy. Like, ooh,
Pocket mirror, compact.
It was my week was uneventful. Paul's, how was your week?
Pretty good.
Good.
Pretty good.
Kids ready for Christmas?
Yes. I'm ready for it to be over.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
Well, 2 of my kids have birthdays. One was yesterday, and one is on the 23rd.
God love you.
Nice.
Whose birthday is
Busy
that?
month for you.
Malachi's was yesterday.
How old is he?
12.
Wow, I thought he was older than that. Yeah.
No, he's the youngest.
I thought the girls were the oldest.
No. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they are. Yeah.
What's up, John? How you doing? Thanks for hanging with us tonight.
Hey, John. What's up, brother?
Let's see. So I was saying, Phil, I don't know if you caught me when you chimed in, but I went to bar. I got pizza from Bari Pizza last night. And I got this Margaretti pizza, and it was really good. It was nice and thin crust, and even though it was a thin crust but thick on the ends, this was light. It was light, crispy. You taste the basil, the tomato, the pizza, mozzarella. Yeah, it was good. Mrs. Skeeter says happy birthday. Okay, see that. That's good. So, who has a topic?
I have a hot topic.
Let's hear it.
I'm kidding.
No. Now, as per CNN, as a flurry of possible drone sightings has triggered local politicians to press federal officials for more information, lawmakers have proposed a variety of different methods for dealing with drones. They have what's called the anti-drone legislation being floated in Congress. They have there's helicopters monitoring drones, and there are helicopters monitoring drones in Pennsylvania. The U.S. government is sending drone detection and tracking systems to 2 military facilities in New Jersey, sources told CNN on Monday. It says here at the same time, the White House has sought to reassure the public and said that most of what are reported as drone sightings are actually lawfully operated aircraft or even stars.
That was Gina showing off her Christmas shirt, by the way.
Couldn't see. Hey, what's up, Mark? Yeah, you never. So my mistake. Santa sleigh for a drone and try and shoot it down.
Hey, I have a joke for you guys.
Then we're all those.
Ho, ho, ho! I'm coming in!
What's the joke?
What?
I'm coming in hot!
What? Why?
Rudolph, pull up! Pull up as hard as you can! Dasher, Dancer!
Well, with Rudolph's nose glowing, they're going to think it's a drone.
I lost Prancer after so many years!
Sorry, Rudolph, we can't use you this year.
Uh-oh.
All right, what's your joke there, FP?
What's your joke? What's your joke, FP?
It's more just of a punchline. Corduroy pillows are making headlines across America.
That's old, dude. That's old.
Good one.
That is so old.
It is old, but it's good.
I think it took Fred for a moment to catch on to that one. Or
Yeah.
there's a delay somewhere.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
back in the day, man, I had corduroy pants. When I was a kid, I was like, yeah.
I did too.
I like
did as
the
well.
noise that they made when you like rub your knees together or something when you walk, and you know they would make noise and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know. Corduroy.
I loved corduroy pants.
Gina loved
The
corduroy pants.
Zip sound.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, they're very warm in the winter. I always remember that. Like if
I forget.
yeah,
So is a fireplace, but I wouldn't want to wear it.
yeah, true. Definitely not.
It was when I was growing up, and it was time to go school shopping for jeans. We'd always go to the Jean King, and I didn't care about the G. I just like getting those free Whopper cards.
I'd always go to
What's up,
I'd go to
Eddie?
JC Penney a lot. They always had like a robot on the tag. Like a robot was wearing a pair of jeans for some reason to show you how durable they were. I don't know. It was just weird. I thought it was neat and weird at the same time. I don't know. I bought Skeletor there when I was 11. I thought that was amazing.
I think I just saw somewhere online that I guess they're trying to make a live action of that movie again, of the TV show.
Oh God!
And I forget who they cast as Skeletor. John, I forget. I want to give a quick shout out to Eddie she was checking in from the my Facebook profile. So thanks for hanging out with us, Eddie, for staying with us. And the other 16 people, 17 people. It's I read somewhere that who was that? I just want to look at something real quick.
Jared Leto.
Thanks for watching our therapy.
Yeah.
Our dysfunctional all-male Brady Bunch tonight.
It is. All right, so nobody's checking in yet from the page.
If I show up there, am I going to be like in the middle and be like, Carol?
I can't hear you with this on.
I said, if I actually go on, would I be like in the middle between all four of you and be like Carol?
No, there'd be 5 of us and we'd be even smaller.
I'm just saying, wouldn't that be hilarious? Like Carol from The Housekeeper.
The Brady Bunch. Oh, that's Alice. Carol was the mom.
That's Alice. Carol was the mom.
Alice, yeah. Carol was mom, yeah.
You guys enjoyed the Brady Bunch spoof movies
At least I
that
remember
came out
the
in the
name.
90s as much as I did. I just think those movies are hilarious.
I thought they were great. I enjoyed them.
Yeah,
So funny.
Did you watch
I might have a couple of my homemade tortillas before
Did you watch the Brady Bunch movie, Fred?
Yeah, Brady Bunch movie, and then a very Brady sequel.
found that out tonight.
I never saw the sequel part. I saw parts of it, but I never actually saw the whole thing at once.
People made whippies at work.
They're so funny. Like I
for a
just
party.
those movies are great.
And the whippies were
Shelley
really
Duvall,
good.
they had her made up look like
Let me pause this.
they had Shelley Duvall played Carol Brady for the movies for the reboot, and they had her looking like almost like
Florence Henderson.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the guy who they picked for Mike Brady, he was pretty close to him, the original as well. I can't remember names right now. I'm blanking.
Gary something. Gary Coleman. Is that his name?
Who was the original?
No, Gary Cole.
Gary Coleman was Arnold.
Gary Cole was the guy
okay.
that he was. He was in Dodgeball, a couple other movies, but yeah, he played Mike Brady. Gary Cole.
What they how he made was looked up was actually pretty close to Robert Reed. That's who played Mike Brady. Like the movie character looked pretty close to Robert Reed's character. Like it was really, really, really.
Yeah,
Mike,
very
you look
close.
different.
Yeah. I just,
Mike
you
looks
know, man,
different.
I just think the premise of those movies, is like the Brady Bunch is just kind of doing their thing, like, whatever they did in the 70s, but it's like them in the 90s.
And everybody's
And I
looking at him
love
like
how
they're
they just,
stoned.
yeah, I just I just love how they spoofed like all their, humor and all that stuff. It was I love those movies.
I'm looking
Hey, I
at
decided to jump in for Mike for a little bit.
I was
What's
gonna
up,
say,
What's up,
Tina?
Tina?
Hey, yeah, I have work tomorrow 9 to 4. So actually, the next 2 days 9 to 4,
that's good.
and
That's
then
good, Ollie.
I have an interview on Christmas Eve, and it actually went from the Teams meeting that I had, the Teams interview. From the sounds of it, I have the job as long as the supervisor that I'm meeting on Tuesday likes me.
Good.
Cool.
So your team's meeting
Very
turned
good.
into an actual sit-down meeting,
Yeah,
face-to-face meeting. Good.
yeah. The Teams meeting actually, the lady who interviewed me on Teams, she's out of Washington, and it's one of those. She's like I guess the main person.
Uh-huh.
She made the appointment for me on Christmas Eve, and I'm going to be going through that.
So if you get this job, are you gonna still keep Family Dollar?
Oh, absolutely. I'll just tell them I cannot start anytime before like 4:30
Right.
from Monday through Friday, because with them, like the job that I'm interviewing for, it's 7 to 3:30 Monday through Friday.
So no weekends.
No weekends there, and it's something I could do with headphones on and music playing, or say a podcast or something that I wanted to listen to.
Yeah.
Like the show.
Right,
That's awesome.
exactly. Well, no. Well,
No,
I could
I said to
watch.
throw that pun in there,
Unfortunately, I wouldn't be working at the time the show is on.
But you could be listening to a replay from.
Well, I could, yes. Or I could watch some food reviews.
That's right. Yep. There you go. Let me tell you. And if Matt's still watching,
I'm looking at you, Fred P.
it's
What's up, brother?
I literally got videos from the 24th through the 3rd, like all week. My final videos that I had sitting, they're all going up.
Jay, could you give us could you give us an update on the cheesesteak project video?
Cheesesteak project is
Ooh.
about 2 hours. I didn't realize
Wow.
it was that long. But putting everything together, it's going to be like over 2 hour video. And what I did was different ways you could have a cheesesteak, from the traditional normal cheesesteak to on a pizza, on what else did I do?
In an omelet.
Oh,
right?
and an omelet. I did. Oh, I did part of it. I did a cheesesteak omelet, and this thing is packed as shit. Like it gets over 2 hours of how to eat that. What you can do with cheesesteak, literally.
Nice.
And I forgot about Jersey Mike's having cheesesteaks. Otherwise, I forgot about Jersey Mike's. Period. Because that would have been in that video, and I forgot all about it. But I got on Yelp. I got a kickback from, was it Yelp or Google? I think it was Google. I got a kickback from I guess Jersey Mike's corporate, whoever handles their media. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for the review. Blah blah blah. Yeah, so I was like, cool. I got recognized by Jersey Mike's.
Cool.
But yeah, I have. Let's see. So I'm starting to I still have my Sound cable. I'm gonna because I figure I'm paying it for the month, keep it for the month. But I'm gonna get rid of it. And hey, what's happening to the Watcher at False's Family channel? I literally, I'm playing with. I have a Fire TV. Okay, had it for a couple of years, but I never really. Because I had Xfinity, so I never really got into looking at the apps or anything. So I'm just doing that tonight, and I found Pluto TV.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that's neat.
It is. I'm checking out Pluto. I came across Bar Rescue. I was like, it's an older episode. Like, hey, Bar Rescue, and it was the episode where out in Hollywood or in Las Vegas, there was this bar owned by, I guess, two Jazz and some Chris from. They were like heavy metal, like literally like grunge rockers. They opened up a bar called the Underworld, and it looked like it looked like Halloween all 24/7. So Taffer came in and took out all the Halloween stuff and made like it made it look like they called it was redubbed The End. And come drink here if you want. If it was like the survival, like the last day on Earth, you want to live, come to this bar. And he had it really done up, like there's zombie hands coming out of the walls, and it was cool how he did it up. Yeah, I was like, cool. I'm like, then I ran. They have I like Deep Space Nine. They had Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and this I'm like, cool. So I'm like flicking through, and unfortunately, I don't know how I'm going to find it this year, but every year I watch A Christmas Story. I don't know how I'm going to find it this year because I don't have PBS on I have the basic at sound like basic channels.
I already know how it ends.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the duck gets its head cut off. That's the end.
He's smiling up, and but I found I was playing with my TV and I found on one of them Santa Claus the movie with Dudley Moore. Good old school Christmas movie. So I'll watch that.
So is Lethal Weapon.
Oh yeah, that was actually.
They made a series of that which sucked.
What? Wait, what sucked?
I don't like the series at all.
Get him on camera.
What false? What? I didn't make a what sucked?
Lethal Weapon series.
Oh, I never even knew they made a Lethal Weapon series.
Yeah, there was a TV series. It was awful.
Really?
Yeah, it was trash.
I hear that, Steph. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Oh,
I'm trying to keep up with what's going on with this drone stuff, man. I don't know.
so what's your take on the drone stuff there, False? Let me hear your.
Well, I don't know. I haven't really seen any pictures of anything that I could say is real, but like it's all secondhand.
Do you have any theories of your own? Like what could be like who could be flying this? Who could it be?
Well, if they're talking about like it's big as an SUV, then no, we can't. That's not something we have. I mean, maybe the government, but not civilians. It's just ridiculous.
It's the government.
You think?
It's obviously the government.
It's got to be.
For one thing, the lights they're using are FAA standard.
Some of them are, some of them aren't. That's what I've seen too. Like it's a lot of different stuff. What about the orbs that are interacting with these drones?
All I can say to me, it looks like the government is doing some kind.
It's either they're using like some kind of lasers to guide these things, or something. Like I don't know. I don't know.
It looks to me like they're doing either some kind of reconnaissance or
searching for stuff.
Yeah, it's like they're doing some kind of like maybe there is a dirty bomb somewhere that they have information on. Maybe there is a warhead that went missing out of Ukraine 20 years ago that they have information. I don't know. They're looking for. To me, it looks to me like they're looking for something. It's like a reconnaissance deal. Either that or, hey, folks out there, you want to go down a really fun rabbit hole? Google the term Project Bluebeam, and
What's that?
you'll have
Wait.
some. There you go. Well, Google the term Project Bluebeam. You'll have a lot of fun, researching that out to its conclusion. And, sometimes your government doesn't always have your best interest at heart.
Project
Let's just say that.
Bluebeam. I'm pulling that up. I'm actually pulling that up right now.
Okay.
Just because now I'm intrigued.
It's that your government will, Werner von Braun, who came to the United States under Project Paperclip, or Operation Paperclip, and ended up being the head of NASA because he's the guy who developed the V2 rocket for Germany. Project Paperclip brought a lot of those German scientists over to the United States with expunged records and everything. Werner von Braun was one of them. And he ended up becoming the head of NASA. The V2 rocket, the German V2 rocket, became the Saturn rockets that powered the moon missions and everything. Anyway, he told his assistant as he lay dying, he said, first it'll be terrorists, then it'll be, they'll try. Basically, it's all about false flags and staged events. He said that the government, it's in the books that the government was going to stage a false flag alien invasion using holographic technology in the sky and stuff like that, and try to scare the American people into giving up what little rights we have left to combat the aliens. So yeah, turn in your guns because the aliens are if they know you have weaponry, they're going to come and do this and that to you, and turn over all your weapons. Turn in. You no longer have any freedom. You have to hunker down here. You have to stay indoors. It'll be like the pandemic but worse. That's the rabbit hole that is Project Bluebeam.
Bill Slack.
What's up, Bill? How you doing? Thanks
Slack.
for hanging out with us.
Mike, I have a question for you. Do you follow Dr. Stephen Greer?
I missed that.
Have you watched his movies?
Stephen Greer?
Bill
Yeah.
Slack.
I've been watching Stephen Greer stuff since he had stuff. So
Like since he did the press club in 2001.
the Disclosure.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm talking about the Disclosure Project that began in the 90s, where they had people going up to Capitol Hill and testifying about their experience. Look up Project Camelot. Project Camelot, where they would go and interview a lot of these people, and then they expanded that. They would basically go like long form interview with people who had either possibly experience with alien vehicle retrieval.
Yeah.
Who actually did testify on Capitol Hill back in the 90s. They're gone now because they were old then. Oh, Gina says hi, Bill.
For you, Steph, saying you got never enough videos, you are correct. So next week I'm putting my video where I went to the cracked egg, and I'm doing a how to make a hash brown tutorial. That's next week's videos. And the week after
Mike's
that,
monthing on cough drops. I think
Bill, I did see how they flew drones into buildings in Russia. That's the fact that they were luxury high-rise buildings. They're civilians. That's absolutely deplorable. Sorry to interrupt. I just want to answer Bill's question.
Yes, Steph. So I got literally videos for you from now until January 3rd. Actually, no, I lied. January 10th.
Gina sends love, Bill.
So, what was the purpose of flying him into the building? Did it explode or something?
Yeah, and interestingly enough, the building did not turn into molten metal and fall to the ground.
No, I would hope not from a drone, but
Yeah. What
Well, anyway,
flying a drone into a building? All you really do is just break the us. It's a big ass drone. Yeah, you're just gonna break the drone.
it was a good sized drone.
oh, it was a bigger drone.
They have drones that are full size airplanes. You know.
Yeah.
This was a good sized drone. They flew it into a civilian high rise, actually a luxury high rise.
Okay, so
And-
it's one of those then. I didn't know it was that big.
I mean, it's like literally targeting civilians.
Wow. See that? Yeah. Okay, that's fucked up. My bad.
That's not like if you're targeting. Don't get me wrong. I when it comes to the Russian-Ukraine war, do I think it's a good idea to attack outside of Ukraine and go after Russian targets? No, but I understand it. To me, for Russia to cry foul and say, "Oh no, you can't attack Moscow. Why not? You're attacking Kiev.
Right.
You know, attacking one capital city and another. You can't cry foul. You started a war. You can't cry foul and say you can't attack inside Russia because we said so."
No, they're gonna.
Basically, I understand
They have the
Putin's
right to
reasoning.
retaliate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I understand Putin's reasoning because the Donbass region of Ukraine is ethnically Russian. It's also Russian, the Russian language, which is different. Think Spain and Portugal. Portugal is a much smaller country, speaks a language similar to Spanish, Portuguese, but it's definitely not the same. That's Russia and Ukraine on a larger scale. The Ukrainian language is actually the mother language of the Russian language because Russia came out of Ukraine. The Ukrainian people are the ones who colonized Russia and, became Russians. But like I said, now the Donbass region, which is what Putin is after, is ethnically Russian. These people were mistreated by the Ukrainian government. They outlawed their church. The Russian Orthodox Church is now outlawed in Ukraine.
Oh.
Excuse me. There are a lot of reasons why Putin felt protective over these people. He doesn't want the whole country. He just wants the Donbass region because they want him. They actually ask him repeatedly, like, please step in. We're being abused, this and that. There are a lot of, dimensions to, war is never just good guy over here, bad guy over there, and this, this, and it's all shades of gray. And there are things that Russia's done that are very wrong. There are things that Ukraine has done that are really wrong. But this could be settled. I mean, I would think that if the Ukrainians, well, they're abusive to these people anyway. If they gave up control of the Donbass region of Ukraine, gave it essentially back to Russia, this would pretty much stop.
Interesting point. I didn't realize it was. I didn't know that Russia were people that were from Ukraine initially that left and started what is now Russia.
Yeah,
I know that.
That's what he said. It's all over land.
Well, that's what the word Russia means. Russia actually is the word that means it means earth, land.
Hmm.
When Tsar Nicholas II said, "I'm Tsar of all the Russias," he was saying, "I'm Tsar of all the lands."
Okay.
And Duke of Lithuania, of course. Which it was an interesting piece of history in itself. How the Russian monarch became the Duke of Lithuania. Lithuania was I'm part Lithuanian, so Lithuania was always a duchy.
And I'm part Russian.
Well, the other part of me is Russian. The bad half.
I don't know. You might know it. My grandfather, he's from, I think it's his birth certificate said Czech. I don't know if it's Czech Republic or Czechoslovakia. Is that the same place?
Kind of, but they are the same people.
Yeah. Well, I know it said Czech Republic. Yeah, Czechoslovakia. I don't know.
Well,
That's where
that's
he's from.
Czechs and Slovaks together. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, pretty much a lot of them. It's like when you say Czechs or you say like Yugoslavia, you know, Czechoslovakia. Well, that's like the first name is like the ruling class. The ruling class were the Czechs. The ruling class were the
Okay.
Yugos, and then it's the Slavs, the Slavic people. And they were a lot of times in Europe really looked down upon and considered to be second class.
And whenever I hear the word Czechoslovakia, I think of one movie.
No, not freaking Dracula, dude.
No, not even close. Stripes with Bill Murray and Harold Ramis. Bill Murray.
Oh yeah,
Czechoslovakia. We just go in and we get out.
Oh.
it's like going into Wisconsin. I got my ass kicked in Wisconsin once.
So whenever I hear you say,
You know, that was originally conceived as a Cheech and Chong vehicle, but by the time it was ready to go into production, Cheech and Chong had broken up the act.
Cheech and Chong.
Cheech and Chong.
And Transylvania is not in the Czech Republic or Czechoslovakia anyway.
No. Not at all.
So I must update my. I'm doing my. Excuse me. Damn it. It's a lot better being on my bupropion, my depression pill. Let me tell you. A lot of people like want to do the homeopathic way, like natural stuff. That's fine, but give me the drugs. I'm surprised in the mornings. I'm surprised falls don't hear me singing from my kitchen, going that crazy bastard singing over there. And depending on how early I get up in the morning, I'll be downstairs making breakfast. I'll be jamming like to old school kids, and like yeah. I'm outside with the dog and yelling, "Hey!" I didn't hear me yelling in the morning. I have like Foster flying his drone and hit me in the head with his drone, going, "Shut the hell up!" Oh yeah, one morning.
How about this? Last night, my daughter and her friend went out walking around and stuff. Now, I'm not going to say the guy's name, but one of the officers in the town I live in, I feel that he has it in for us. And here's why. Is because one time he accused me of having carrying a gun, which I didn't have. And he found out that I didn't have it. And he wouldn't even be man enough to apologize, to say he was wrong when he handcuffed me in the middle of the street. But anyway, last night, this is why I know. He saw my daughter throwing snowballs and ding dong and ditch somebody's door, which she never did. They went and looked at the camera evidence, never came back, never called us back, but came here just to get our IDs and like get basic information from us. It was weird. Like, and they wouldn't even show us I was like, could I please see a copy of the video so I could see if it was her or not?
Right.
And they were like, yeah, we'll come back, and they'll never come back.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah.
Help anybody. Actually, all the police that I know in this city, they all know that I carry a gun, and I have a permit for one. So,
right.
You know, I have a permit for concealed carry.
Well, at the time I did as well, but I didn't even. The point is, I didn't even have one. But it's a long story.
Action News. We'll have to call Action News and get them on the story. Oh, But it's hello, 19 of you that are still hanging with us. Appreciate it. And right now, right, because we are still in December, I gotta make a January awareness shirt. I don't think I did that yet. Guys, we're still supporting December awareness. Click that QR code to get your December awareness shirt today. Right now it's covering half of false end crewmen, but click that QR code, scan it with that phone of yours. I know you got a phone. You can check it out on our website, sgwentertainment.com/SGW shop. So, now I got a new shirt just for Fred. Just for Fred there, the crewman. It's a new If You Love Coffee t-shirt. A new coffee shirt for the crewman over there. He likes his coffee.
Oh, I love my coffee. Oh, that's nice of you, man. That's cool. You have to get me one of those. That's cool. Man, I love coffee. Gotta have the coffee.
And for the whole coup de grace that started this. Oh wait, it is the none of that coffee, new bullshit t-shirt. So for you guys that love coffee, you get a shirt. For the guys that you're like me who hate coffee, get that shirt. And I got one more. I got one more for you guys to click and check out today. For all you wonderful fans. It's new Outside the Box live shirt. Click that QR code, you'll see all 3 of our new shirts. Yeah, check that out. Get yourself some Outside the Box live. And when you see us next week, wear the shirt. Oh yeah. Okay, promos are done. No more promos for today.
Yeah, there you go. Tell you what, if any of you guys buy a shirt, send a picture to one of us over Messenger or whatever. Send us a picture of you wearing the shirt. We'll put it on the show.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that'd be a great idea. Somebody's a smart one right here.
I just watch a lot of podcasts. That's all. It's nothing that anybody else doesn't do.
Big brains. Shut up, midget. Go away. My daughter's pointing at me. I call her a midget because she's vertically challenged. You're not 6'5" my butt, dude. You're like 4'1" if you're lucky. With shoes on. With shoes on. You're breaking 4 feet.
It's
Sorry. I got assaulted. I'm sorry. Leave the studio. You're interrupting me.
No, leave my house. You're interrupting me.
Oh my gosh.
Fred, it's your fault.
Hey,
Mrs. Kruger just threw you right under the bus.
That is a totally true statement from Mrs. Crewman. Yeah, like, man, I remember asking her out on our first date. I'm like, could I take you out for a beer? I was like, I don't drink beer. Okay. I'm like, how about a coffee? Could I take you out for a coffee? I don't drink coffee. So I'm like, soda, milkshake. I'm like, what can we do? Now she drinks coffee. She loves coffee.
It's your fault. Guys, thank you for clicking that QR code. I appreciate it. Check out the merch. Click the other one above my kind of left of my head. Want to hook me up? Buy me a chili dog. Treat me to a chili dog. There you go. It's
Oh, Jay. Speaking of chili dogs, I wanted to ask you.
Chili dog.
Have you been to the Wiener World in West Pittston? I think you did a video there, right?
Yeah.
more than one. Yes, I have.
I got to go back and watch that. I haven't been there. Eventually I'm going to get there. I'm going to try it, but
You know what?
yeah.
I also, if you do go there, I recommend their hoagies. They're really good as well.
Oh, cool.
They make hoagies there as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was going. I didn't get hot dogs. I forget about everything else.
Yeah.
But when you go in, though, Fred, you can either get them grilled, dirty water dog style, or fried.
Nice. It's nice to have that option.
They have well, they know they had. I don't know if they still do it or not because it's been a while since I've been there. But like they give you for like $20, you can get this like hot dog box type thing with like 10 hot dogs in it with topping. Like they'll give you like one topping or like one or two toppings you can put on it.
Yeah.
It's like you get 10 for like $20.
Nice.
So that breaks it down. It's like $2 a dog. I mean, that's really not bad.
Yeah. My favorite was always Majestic and Pittston, you know, just like
Majestic's good. It's just there's one thing I don't like about Majestic. The
Don't
seats
you
don't move.
That sounds delicious.
You get a thank you. You get a fat guy like me. Hell, hard to sit in that joint because the boots don't move, the stools don't move. You're screwed. If anyone wants to be nice to me tomorrow, Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, I corrected that.
See, give me an excuse to go. You have an excuse to go see Gina tomorrow at the Family Dollar. Take her a coffee.
Hey, I don't want to hear that from you. Hey, I will come over there and I'll slap you so hard.
What's
Say
going
it
on?
again.
Hey, thanks for hanging.
What, you gonna come over here and do something? You better not. Yeah, you better lay down.
Leave him alone.
Hey, what are you still doing here? I'm
Wait,
still on
most of
live.
them YouTubers doing food challenges are shape-shifting alien monsters. Your guys' thoughts? Well, let me see. From being a YouTuber food guy, but no way I could do those challenges, man. I'd be puking my guts up. I don't know, man. They something because there's these two guys I follow a couple. There's two guys I follow. One is Randy Santel. I don't know how he eats half the shit he eats. His girlfriend, same way, and she's like this little like thing, like you wouldn't even think she could do these food challenges. And there's this guy called Beard Meets Food. I love a good chill. I could eat like 5 My Limit from South Main Abe's. Yeah, I'm like, especially it's Katina Eats Kilos. That's Randy Santel's girlfriend, and like she like feel like you got to be cute to eat all that shit. Like you wouldn't even think of it. But no, but to answer your question there, Jay, I don't know, man. I have to agree with you in a way because I don't know how you can eat all that stuff all the time. And first of all, eat all the shit they eat. Like if you look through Katina Eats Kilos videos, she was over in like they go over. They're like in other countries doing this shit. Like they make kick-ass money off their videos. He probably has merch. He sells merch. But Randy Santel has so many videos now that he makes. That's how he makes his money, like endorsements and shit, and you know. But like it looked like it was a meat type breakfast that she had to do, and he did too. They both did it. I mean, there was pancakes, eggs, bacon, sausage, potatoes, scrap, like everything under. And I'm looking at it like looking good, but I'm also looking going, oh my god, if I eat all that in like 40 minutes, I'd puke. I would be sick to my stomach. Joel Hansen. I don't know that name. I'll have to look at that. Joel Hansen.
I have a travel gun.
Got the pepper.
Jay, I'll be honest. You're the only like food YouTuber that my wife and I watch. We've watched a couple. I guess you'd call it like competitive eating. You know, like these mukbangs and stuff. Like just enormous amounts of food. I mean, it's comical. It's funny, and it's impressive.
I tried it.
We just like your content better. You know, I mean, The way you do it is just more like wholesome.
Real,
you know?
realistic
Realistic, yeah.
and wholesome. Yeah, I'll take wholesome too. I'll take wholesome.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate that all, and like I know I've said this many times. You said you started watching during like before the pandemic, and
Yeah.
Skeeter, my buddy.
yeah, what's up there, FP or Skeeter? Cheers, back to you, brother. It's
Hey, Skeeter.
All right, so Jay, if I had the software editing capabilities,
Oh,
I would totally put up like things with how I make my tortillas and shit like that. Sorry.
when did you
I
get
made
them?
tortillas. I made tortillas for my Christmas party at work today, and the one person that I know tried them. He loved them. He kept going back for more. They reminded me of my mom's.
You guys move like lightning. I didn't even see Mike get up, and you're sitting there.
that's really Mike. She's
No, it's
just
not.
It's
Hey,
magic.
buddy.
It's
magic.
magic.
He teleported.
I know that was. I'm just saying that was. I must have zoned out for a second. Pepper, what the
A
heck?
big drone came out of the sky, picked up Mike,
Drop
placed
Gina.
Mike to
Exactly.
Gina, and then a drone will be
Exactly.
back for Gina.
Because I'll be going to bed. Right after this, I'm going to bed.
It's
I still have to socialize the new kitten who's being adopted on Christmas Eve.
Oh man.
I decided
how many cats
Willow.
are you guys up to? How
We're
many
up
cats do you guys
to.
have?
Well, right now it's 19.
19.
Pablo Picasso is getting adopted on Christmas Eve.
Pablo.
Cool.
His name is Pablo Picasso.
That's a great Christmas present for everyone involved. That's cool.
The gentleman who is adopting him works up at Geisinger,
Mhm.
and that's his first day off. He was interested in Willow, but I had to make sure. I told him she has a cold. I don't want to give her up to anybody
Well, she's sick.
because she's sick. Yeah, so I might end up having to hold on to her for a while if the cold doesn't go away. But at the same time, with Willow, she's like so loving. She comes up, she kisses me and all that, and then she sneezes
You
on
don't
me.
want to get rid of her, do you? You just want to keep her for yourself.
Well, she sleeps in my bed. She sleeps on my chest sometimes. But with Pablo, I wasn't going to take him in. My friend actually messaged me and said, "Do you know anybody who's looking for a cat?" Well, Willow started sneezing and all that day, and a gentleman actually asked me about her. So I told him, I said, I honestly I can't give her up because she has a cold. I'm not going to give her to somebody expecting a healthy cat.
Right.
I said, but my friend just messaged me this morning. She thought Pablo was a boy or a girl, and he was going to name her. I can't even remember the name. I remember the last name was Mussolini. He
That's
said
a
bunch of his friends had
Mussolini.
named their cats. Yep. They
That's
said a
pretty
bunch of his friends had named them after famous people. Well, I had to wait for Mike to come home from the store and to be able to totally check to make sure. But when the girl came and dropped him off, my friend Kimmy, I was like, I think this is a boy. I'm not totally positive. But, and I messaged the guy. I said, "How would you feel like the name this?" And he's like, and then Mike said, "No, his name is Pablo." I'm like, "Ooh, yes." Well, the gentleman messages me every day asking me how Pablo's doing. I woke up this morning to get ready for work. I get up like an hour before work to get
You
ready.
workosaurus, you.
What's that?
You workosaurus, you.
Oh, I've always been that way.
No,
I get up, and if I have a 20-minute commute, I'm at work at least a half an hour. Even if it's like a 5-minute commute, I'm there at least a half an hour beforehand. That's just always how I've been. I've learned that you have to be early to
the early bird
anything.
gets the worm.
What's that?
The early bird gets the worm.
Exactly. I've always been told you have to be early.
All right, really quick. Thank you to Patricia and Steph's crewman was checking out at me on our Facebook page. Thank you on my profile. I should my profile page. Got 20 views hitting already from our SGW Media Entertainment page. So thank you to all who's watching there. Appreciate it. And check out the
Shop
Marcus is in the house. What up, Marcus?
I actually want to give a shout out to my buddy that I actually met on YouTube just recently. He lives in the Netherlands, and his name is Danny. He has his own channel as well. He has like about, I think maybe 75 videos or so. He does like construction and this and that, like different like handyman type stuff work, and a couple of fishing videos too. It's pretty cool.
Cool. If you're watching,
His
again,
name is
thank you.
Danny
Nice.
Manny. So if you see him, he might be in the chat at some point. He said he'd come on and watch. But right now for him, it's like 3 a.m.
I'm actually hoping we
Or
can
actually, no, it's past 3 a.m.
keep
now.
doing TikTok.
It's 3 a.m. I must be lonely here.
Well, I'm hoping we can still keep doing TikTok, and I would be able to put that on there. You know what I mean? With the videos here,
Right.
because I have a TikTok account with my mostly with I'll put the cats up. Oh, look at how cute! Don't you want them?
I like dogs.
I know you like dogs.
I like dogs. I had a cat once. Well, my roommate had a cat once.
I'm an all animal person. I
Jay,
like.
Does Molly get a lot of Christmas presents, Jay? Does she get
Molly
toys
makes
and
out,
treats and stuff?
Molly makes out better than I do. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I hear you.
Molly
Yes,
makes
they
out
do.
better.
All right, I'm gonna try and see if Mike wants to come back. He's over on the computer now.
What's up, Marcus?
All the way over there.
Marcus is in the house. In the house, yeah.
Hey, Marcus.
I didn't see Venger yet. Venger 6. Him chiming in.
Mike, you coming over?
He must be shooting pool.
Maybe. He was here. He chimed in last week. Maybe.
Okay. Speaking of, sorry, I'm going to cut you off, Matt. I know last week we were talking about Roku. There's also free games you could download on Roku. Like if you just, are bored, you don't want to watch anything, you just want to like play games. Like you could play Wheel of Fortune, you could play pool, Tetris, like old school stuff, like for
Oh
free.
wow, I'll have to check that out. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about moving Roku up to my bedroom and just using like because I have the Fire TV downstairs. Just use that, just more like just go through the app and everything. Because literally
Yeah.
everything I see on Roku, I see on the TV apps itself. And
Yeah.
it was funny as hell because prior to this TV, I never had smart TVs. I just had the old school. You turn on the TV, and you got to turn on the TV. And
Yeah.
my sister and my brother-in-law got me the Fire TV for Christmas a few years ago. So I set it up, plug it in. I go to turn it on, and I'm like, where the hell? I'm like, well, how do you choose the channel? And I was like, what the hell? It was funny.
Oh, yeah.
It's like when I got my Elantra, I was looking like, where's the radio? And there's like, where do you put the CDs? And the guy's loud. He's like, no, we don't do CDs anymore. Cool. I said, okay.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, look at the car I just traded. Man, it was a 2000 Impala with a CD player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same here, man. A couple of years ago when I bought my truck, no CD player, and I was like, okay, I'll get you. And I did get used to it, because I
had
have
CDs.
Sirius. Yeah. But sometimes I do miss it because, I have a lot of CDs. I have a lot of records, I have a lot of cassettes, actually. I have all kinds of, Mike knows where I'm coming from. A lot of old media.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
Tons
I like
of CDs.
I like now though.
I heard CDs are making a comeback.
Yeah.
Actually. People like miss owning
Right.
music. I actually know a guy who owns last time I talked with him, which was 10 years ago. He owned like over 5,000 CDs. I would imagine it's because he's the kind of person he doesn't quit.
Yeah.
He probably still has a BMG membership and a Columbia House
Oh yeah,
membership.
yeah. Old school.
I believe they're still around.
I remember. I forget which sister it was, but years ago, and I'm going back way when Casey Kasem used to be at Sunday morning the top whatever countdown.
Casey Kasem.
I think actually I got it. I somehow
Okay.
I got his. It was like a 4 record set or something with like him recording the countdown, and he signed the cover. I got to see, it was signed Casey Kasem. But I'm like, think about it from there to now. Like all you have to do is just hit a button and you got your music. But I can understand wanting to have like even like the programs for the computers. When I got my Pinnacle program to do my videos.
Is it just like a download code?
When you walk into the store, you buy it there, and it just has literally there. Go to the website, put in this code, and download the program.
Yep.
I'm like, and it's good in a way, but also like I always like to have like the hard copy of the whatever it is I'm that like the program, and
Yep.
I didn't realize my work computer it's running Windows 11 for my work, and doesn't even have a CD player in it or DVD like drive. Like it's not even there. It's everything you just download from the internet.
Or you put a thumb
drive.
drive.
It's like there's no more like discs.
I bought an external CD. Sorry, Mike. I bought an external CD-ROM drive on Amazon for like maybe $15. Like it's really slim, and it just plugs into the USB, input on your laptop or whatever, and boom, you could rip CDs, burn CDs, old school.
That's what I'm going to start doing.
Yeah, they're pretty cheap.
Everything
Amazon, maybe
Fire?
15 bucks.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
on the corner of Chestnut Ave.
I can't understand what.
Actually,
There's
you know,
a
what? This
fire
is kind of food
on the
related
corner
too.
of Chestnut
Hey,
Ave
Fred
and
P.
Pearl Street.
Christmas
bud.
this year,
There are people.
I got a gift for myself and it came early. I got a new set of silverware.
Just letting you know.
I don't know if you guys can see that, but it has like a.
Like a
Damn it.
galaxy print.
No, it's not like a galaxy. It's just like riveted. It just.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
that's what,
Okay,
it's like riveted on
Nice,
both
man.
sides.
That's badass.
It's like a nice heavy fork, and then I also got a new dinnerware. It's like a matte black stoneware plate. I got this
Oh,
is a
nice.
small one, like I got the bigger ones too, and the cups and the salad or the bowls. So yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm happy with it.
And that was a gift to yourself, FP. That was like
Yeah, it's for the family, you know,
Yeah.
to use and just stuff like that.
nice.
I think I said
That's
this
very
last.
nice.
I think I said this last week, I know I said this one point before.
Yeah,
As we get older, like when I got like FP likes his dinnerware set. When I got my air fryer for Christmas 4 years ago, I was like, that was like the best present I got. Like I got an air fryer, you know. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I'm like going, God damn, I'm getting old because I'm getting all excited over an air fryer. It's like, what the hell? But yeah,
Dude, this chair that I'm sitting in is my Christmas gift from my mom. My mom's like, you got to let me know what you need. I'm like, I really don't need anything. Like, I just want everybody to have a good holiday, be healthy, be happy, have fun. I'm like, oh, wait a second, I do need a new chair because I work from home too, and my desk chair like was just so old and uncomfortable. So, man, I'm excited because it's comfy. Got it at Staples. Thanks, Mom. Love it.
Mama Crewman.
Mama Crewman. She kicked ass this year with a new comfy chair.
That's
Feeling good.
I have to break down and buy it like a good office chair because I know, like I said, I work from home too, and it's like
Yeah.
I got a sturdy, good like a good metal sturdy chair with a nice cushion on it. But after a while, it's like, oh, you know, your back starts hurting, your legs start. It's like, oh shit. So yeah, I got you.
I kind of have an idea. So I just heard on the news yesterday that Big Lots is going to be closing all their stores. Right? So I was there last weekend, and Jay, you know those like gamer chairs? They're like real super padded, like they call them gamer chairs.
Okay.
You could probably get yourself like and it's a comfortable chair. Like people that game online, you know, sit in these chairs for hours on end. Keep an eye on Big Lots, man, as they're going out of business, which is unfortunate. But you know, if they go out of business, you might get like a good deal on a really
That's
comfy
right.
chair.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
I saw I saw that they said the Big Lots was closed, but I didn't realize it was the whole shebang. I thought it was just like so many stores. I didn't realize it was the whole caboodle, getting caboodle.
They said on the news like there's still a chance that they may not completely close. I think they're waiting for like a buyer to come through. But if nobody buys, you know, the brand, whatever it is, like then I guess they're gonna close. And that sucks because I like Big Lots. I'm a
I don't
fan.
go there a lot, but I know there's one. If I do go, there's one in East End. Again, like where the old Hills used to. Well, Hills, probably, yeah.
Yeah, I remember Hills.
Yeah, I remember Hills too. It's like I remember walking in.
Old Country Buffet.
That was actually Sugarman's where Big Lots is.
Yeah,
now.
it was. It was Sugarman's. That's right.
My Gina's brother's fiance has worked there for over 20 years.
20 years? I know it's over a decade.
Oh, I thought it was like 20.
I don't know how long. It
Over a
was long
decade
time.
at least. And she's losing her job.
I remember the old Acme supermarket before it became the Geisinger building.
I remember a lot of things before they became guys.
Yeah, right.
That whole like.
By the way, this what I'm sitting on right now came from Big Lots.
There you go.
I remember
Big
when
Lots
where
really-
East End Centers now, that used to be a trailer, like a trailer park.
Marcus is calling out pineapple juice pepper.
Look at Marcus.
Why?
My place is
That
PlayStation.
I'm sorry. What?
Look at Marcus's. My PlayStation.
The
doesn't even have
the
a
trailer
picture.
park that you remember, Jay, was actually a FEMA park, and it was the remnants of people who couldn't find housing after the
Okay.
Agnes flood.
But when I used to walk through there, the trailers were gone, but you could still see like the lots, foundation.
Yeah, the lots,
Yeah.
the foundations.
Wow. I think I remember seeing that in that.
Yeah, there was an enormous park there for the people who were displaced by Agnes.
Yeah,
It's exactly what that was.
I remember seeing footage of that in the. A couple of years ago, they came out with like a Hurricane Agnes, the Flood of '72 documentary. I don't know if you guys saw that. I think you could buy it online. We have it on DVD, but
I lived
it was
through it.
yeah, it was like a local documentary. All the footage of all the hard hit areas. And I do remember them showing like an aerial view of those trailers up in East End.
I would
So,
love
yeah.
to find somebody that like. I mean, I know we see that on the TV. They do that, this like the document. But like, I'd like to talk to somebody who lived through it, like who. Remember back then, there were
My
no
mom did.
ATM debit cards. There was no ATM or used on. If you couldn't get to the bank, you couldn't get your money. That's there was none of this. Oh, flick out a debit card and pay. I mean,
I'll tell you what. I mean, I could tell you a lot of stuff. I was born in the aftermath of it. The flood happened in June, and I was born in the following September. Mercy Hospital, which is now Geisinger South, Mercy Hospital was flooded up to the 3rd floor. So the 2nd floor was the maternity ward. My mother was pregnant with me and had to go to the 6th floor and share a semi-private room with like 3 or 4 other people who were not maternity people. And that's what I was born into. Then the National Guard, up until I can remember a National Guard, I think up until I was maybe like 2 or, because my memories actually go back to the crib. Those are hazier, but like I start forming actual memories like around 2 and 3. I could remember National Guard on 81 as like sitting in my mother's Mustang. And there was no child seats back then, or at least if there were, I didn't have one, and you didn't really need one. You weren't required to have.
I was born about a week before the
But-
flood hit. I was born in June. I was born June 12th, and so it's like I was born and then the flood hit.
I have pictures of the Agnes flood that nobody's ever seen, just because my mother was, she worked at what's now Highmark, but back then it was a government facility. It's the government facility I work in is a continuation of 19 North Main Street, but my mother worked there doing the job that I do now, and she on her lunch break took a walk around Public Square and was taking pictures of the aftermath of Agnes. Like people scraping mud out of their stores and stuff like that.
Guys, I will be right back.
Okay. Oh, great. Now you can buy me a chili dog.
I want chili dogs.
I promise if you buy me a chili dog, I'll give it to Jay. It's cool.
No, if they want to buy it, bring it to me at Family
Gina wants
Dollar
it brought to
tomorrow.
her at work. Which is the Family Dollar General.
Family Dollar on River Street.
The Family Dollar General on River Street.
So Gina, someone's going to be bringing you an extra large, extra coffee and chili dogs tomorrow.
Somebody's Fred's saying that somebody's going to bring you an extra large coffee and chili dogs
Please,
tomorrow.
please,
Gina
thank
says
you.
please.
That's a great combo.
And thank you.
Oh, man.
Me, I'm going to be sitting around here still being sick. I've been sick now for almost 2 weeks.
I hear you, man. My wife is sick.
And
She's been sick for 2 weeks. It's like a lingering respiratory thing. It must be
yeah,
what you have too. Everybody seems to have like a two
yeah.
week sickness. Yeah.
Every-
So
What I was going to say before about Casey Kasem, when I was 13 and I was locked away in a place against my will, I had a roommate there who was obsessive compulsive about Casey Kasem's Sunday radio show. I basically had to leave the room, and I wasn't allowed in there until the show was over, because from the time he was a little kid, he would sit and write down and record in a notebook the entire top 40. And yeah, and like if you came into the room while he was doing it, it's like, get out, no, get out. Yeah, so unless if I was like, if he tried to chase me out and I said, you know what, make me, and I just laid there quiet, then he was cool.
Man.
But otherwise, it was, I don't know, I was locked away with some really special people.
Oh man.
I am back.
Jay's back. We got Venger in the house now. What up, Venger?
What up, Venger? Hey, you're here, buddy. It's all that matters.
Thanks, Venger.
Maybe literally, Marcus, I was born like literally days before the flood hit. So I made it where my house was. I was up on a hill, and my house didn't get touched. My house is one of the safe houses. It's one of the safe places for families.
Both my parents lived through it. My mom, her house got flooded. My dad wasn't flooded, but they both have stories to tell about being, just living through that time, like some of the crazy stuff that they saw. Like Mike said, people shoveling mud out of their businesses, their homes. The aftermath was really something.
I would love to sit and interview or have sit and talk with someone to do like an interview or type deal thing for June. I would love to talk to someone who's sat through who actually had to deal with their basements getting flooded, their houses getting just to hear it from their side. I would love to sit down and talk to somebody if someone was willing.
Well, what I was talking about, you couldn't get off 81 on a Wilkes-Barre exit without passing National Guard, and National Guard checking your driver's license to see where you lived and if you had business being there. Because there were, just like anything else, there were looters. There were people actually looting businesses and stuff like that, and to put a stop to it, that's what they had to do. Any of the highways coming into the city, they had National Guard stationed there, and they would check IDs to make sure that you lived in the city and had business being there. And if you didn't, you had to have a good reason to be going into the city.
There was said my dad had a pet store. Again, I can't remember if it was right. I don't believe it was right on the square, but it was on Main Street. It was south. It was either south or north. I don't know, but it's called Penn Pet Specialist. And literally all the animals from that pet store ended up in my house. Everything came to my house. And it's funny, years later, my dad's on the car business, and I'd go downstairs in my basement and wonder why we have 15 fish tanks and big almost like cages, what the heck? And then I got the story told that we had a pet business back in the day. Damn, I did not know that.
Yeah, my mother lived with her parents on Lee Park Avenue, and she lived on the far side of Lee Park Avenue, the part that didn't get flooded. So, they were lucky in that regard. But they moved out of there soon after that anyway. It was like a little bit too close for comfort for them. And my mother was already pregnant with me, and they were like, well, they moved to Wilkes-Barre Township, actually Wilkeswood, right by the mall. And I ended up growing up there.
Speaking of the mall, I think we talked about this last week, I think, for a minute or two. That Motor World might be taking over parts of that mall
I heard that.
to try and bring back. I
heard that.
don't know why they have to move to the mall. I mean, they had a shit ton of land to begin with.
Yeah, really. Probably just have like a display up at the
Maybe.
mall or
Just-
something.
Yeah.
You know how they used to display cars in the mall and all that. They'll probably just have like a display, one of the larger anchor stores like maybe like Pomeroy's or something. They'll have like a display thing there. That would be logical.
To probably bring back foot traffic, maybe bring back traffic to the mall. Maybe. It's sad what the mall became.
Yeah, it's just a logical progression of online.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like Amazon, and I mean, if you could order something from Amazon and have it a day later, why? Sometimes even the same day.
Do you think the malls can compete with Amazon nowadays?
What was that, P?
No.
I said, do you think the malls would actually be able to compete with Amazon? Like online stores and shopping, basically.
I
I mean,
know.
I don't know.
You'd have to have something. Number one, the mall has always charged ridiculous rents to its tenants. Like if you wanted an anchor store, like Sears or JCPenney back in the day, like back in the 80s, it would be like $5,000 a month, just not including your
Just to
electrical or
be
anything.
there.
Just to rent. Yeah, just to rent the space from Crown American, who owned it back then. So, I imagine that's probably doubled by now.
Most likely.
And I mean, like, just to pay $10,000, you have to make more than $10,000 a month in sales, just to pay your rent. That's not all your employees.
That's
not
be
your
there.
Your other. Yeah. So you have that hanging over your head. I would say the only way a mall could really survive would be to convert those anchor stores into smaller spaces for smaller kiosks. Once they die, of course, because I mean, you don't want to move an anchor store out of there unless it's dead. Convert that all over to smaller spaces, and then have I mean, your best bet are people who have say they do crafts, and they have maybe a small presence on Etsy, but they can go to a place like the mall, maybe rent a booth for like $50, and try to sell their handmade stuff there. That's the only way you could really work, because I mean, anything else,
Maybe bring a movie theater.
Amazon,
Between
Amazon or eBay.
That's a good idea. I said bring the
What's
movie
that?
theater back to the mall like it used to be.
Thing is that the two things really aren't. They're kind of exclusive. I mean, if you're going to go and see a movie, you're going to go and see a movie. You're usually not going to go and see a movie and shop, or go shop and see a movie. At least in my experience, anyway, it's like you're going to do one or the other, but not both.
Adventure Set? I've actually seen that. We watched videos of that.
Yeah, Avenger. Gina was just calling out what you wrote. Gina and I were watching some stuff on YouTube about malls converting upper floors into really tiny apartments, like 600 square foot apartments, like what I would consider to be horrendous. I got like over 4,000 square feet here, so to try to condense all that down to 600 square feet, that would kind of be horrendous for me.
You know what else might work?
Also, having like 20 cats and
Yeah.
I was just gonna say having 19 or 20 cats in a space like that would really
Right
suck.
now we have 9.
Yeah.
But he's
You guys remember when they?
the 19th one is going
You
out.
guys remember when they opened Chick-fil-A in Wilkes-Barre Township? I mean, for like months, you couldn't get near the place. You know, there was such buzz because we didn't have a Chick-fil-A in this
If
area.
it was a
You know,
mall
now
and they could
you
roam,
drive by and it's still kind of busy, but
if it was a mall and they could roam,
I have
Hey.
yet to eat at a Chick-fil-A.
it's pretty
find
good,
me,
Jay.
adopt me.
It's pretty
What?
damn good.
It'd be like, find me and adopt me.
But you know, like
Also,
if you're looking to kind
it
of,
was, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say it was the same way with Sonic when
oh
they
yeah,
first came.
for sure, yeah, Sonic too, definitely, and now Wawa up on 309. Everybody's rushing to Wawa.
I actually saw
But
that in Andrew.
I'm very familiar with Wawa, so
yeah,
I was in Florida
like
at the time of that. I remember
might just
that.
be kind of an idea, like to resurrect them all. I think you got to bring in like these, you know, hip,
Something for
I don't know,
kids or
fast
something.
food. Yeah,
Something
I
like,
mean, you know, I'm thinking, you know, the Chick-fil-A's, the restaurants that we see advertised on TV, but we don't have them here, like maybe In-N-Out Burger, and you know, different places that people flock to.
Even I see, I see people talk about it on YouTube. Like that Bucky's. We don't have a Bucky's around here.
Right?
I don't know what the hell a Bucky's like. What is a Bucky's? I have no idea.
I don't know.
we don't have Stuckey's or Belk either, but you know,
I see commercials all the time for like
that's like you get you.
Wingstop or Wing Zone and Marco's Pizza and all these places. I'm like, where are these places? We don't have them here. Why am I
There
getting these
used to
commercials?
be. There used to
You get down to like the Carolinas and Georgia, you have like Stuckey's, you have Belk. Belk is like, you know, their version of Boscov's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. I mean, you go to different regions in the country that everybody, it's like practically like its own country sometimes when you go to other parts of the United
Oh yeah,
States.
yeah, for sure.
we had a wing zone in Pittston.
Oh, I remember that by the bridge. Oh yeah, by
Right.
the YMCA.
Yeah, it was. I remember the wing. I remember. I used to get. I was living in Exeter then, but I remember going there getting wings, and they weren't bad.
Yeah, they were good.
They,
We had Papa John's too, Jay. Remember right over the bridge, Papa John's.
Papa John's sucked. I'm sorry, they sucked. Like
We actually had a Papa John's over on Spring Street.
Yeah, where Liberty is now.
that's. Hi, Molly. That's where I first tried Papa John's. I used to live in East End, and you know, I remember my mom's like, let's try this Papa John's pizza. New with well, all right, let's try it. Oh, it sucked. It was terrible. Like
I had it once. It was all right. A lot of flies there though.
no, it's a charge. But no, like when they like Papa John's had a store right across the bridge in Pittston. They bring like where Pizza Hut is now. I don't know how Pizza Hut's making it, but I guess they're still there. But even Papa John's, when you have places like Duro's Pizza, you have Tony's, like you have places that's been there for years, like that are established, and then like Papa John's tries to no, they're not gonna. Like, people are like love their their pizza places.
Gotta say, I had some Domino's last weekend, and it was pretty good.
Really?
I don't get Domino's too often,
I love
but
their
it was good.
I love their the flat pizza, like the flat, you know, crispy crust.
Yeah, I think we ordered one of those.
I can't think of what it's called. They're amazing.
The last
It's
like pizza on a cracker. It's amazing.
I like that, Marcus.
And they won't deliver to me. So
Really?
yeah, you were saying.
yeah, it's weird. One time, I believe, like I never got my delivery. I complained about it. It's like, what are you guys doing? I I live at, and I'm not shy about my address. You can see it on any one of my videos. I live at 446 North Main Street, 18705. There is a 446 North Main Street, 18705 up in Plains, and a lot of times Google Maps and stuff will direct you there. I always specify, like in like the special delivery instructions, I always specify in the city, in the block between Courtright and Hollenbach Avenues. You know, to make sure, like, okay, don't listen to GPS. This is where it really is. Most people catch on. Domino's doesn't. They refuse to deliver to me because of that one time when they delivered to the wrong place and they had to give out 2 orders of pizza.
Yeah.
The last time I had Domino's, all right, I had an FPU. You remember my old roommate? She was still with me. It was like 1 a.m. Came back from Sliders. I was shit faced. That's the last time I had Domino's. Oh yeah.
I agree with Matt P.
What it meant. Oh, sometimes Domino's just it's.
No, there's the comment above that.
Okay, yeah, okay, I see it. Yep.
Yeah, drug Domino's. Yeah. Yeah,
That's a good time.
that's the best.
It's the best time, but not for me this week. Even though you're making me hungry for it, I cooked up about 2 pounds of
I was just going
homemade
to say
tacos.
tacos.
Yeah,
So,
he's making me hungry for it.
Huh?
He's making me hungry for it, and I have to go to bed.
I'm sorry.
I gotta get up in like 8 hours.
Raise your hand if you've eaten Domino's and gone right to bed. I've done that before. Eat a whole shit ton of Domino's and then go right to bed. Oh, not a good feeling.
I couldn't do that. I would end up pooing before I got up.
Pretty much. Be changing the sheets.
I want to give a shout out to everyone who's still watching and hanging out with us. Thank you guys. We appreciate it. All 23 of you that I'm seeing right now active. Thank you. What was another one that was like it's in where Domino's is now. Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut?
Pizza was another one. Like when they first came back over here, me and the GF, we ordered out from Pizza Hut, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't. I mean,
I'll tell you what.
no, go ahead. It wasn't bad. Pizza Hut.
Gina's daughter, when she came last time she came to visit us, she brought a whole tray of Pizza Hut.
Well, she ordered it and had it delivered.
Ordered it and had it delivered. Sorry, it was really good. I enjoyed it. I haven't had Pizza Hut in a long time. I have I had a foster daughter, and she was out from like the Bloomsburg, Berwick area, and they still have a Pizza Hut, same one out there. And I would take her and her mom there to eat sometimes. And they had like a pizza. What do they call it when it's like self-serve?
Like buffet type style.
A buffet. They had a pizza buffet where they just had slices about yay big, and you could just shovel it onto a plate. That was really cool.
It was.
Did you say that was CC's? Was that the name of the place? The pizza buffet?
That's right.
Or was it Pizza Hut?
No, that was actually pizza. That was a Pizza Hut that did that.
Okay.
Yeah, Pizza Hut in Bloomsburg.
Oh, damn.
Oh, the GF still goes there once in a while with her sister. They'll make a road trip. They'll go down there.
Oh, Little Caesar. Oh.
Jay, I am the host with the most. Always. Agree with you. I try anyway.
Yes, you are. Host with the most.
I am the beast. I am the beast. I am the beast with the least.
The beast from the east. Pepper going.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go grab a drink. Be right back.
Grab me one.
You got it.
Yeah, really.
I throw you on the couch.
Avenger, if you like I said next year you come out here. You come out to our place. I'm gonna I know there's a Dave and Buster's, but I'm gonna take you to Bartari.
Yeah.
You want some old school video games? Bartari has them.
I know I've said it before, and I'll say it again. When I first bought this building, my original intention, the room that I'm sitting in right now, which is a shop front, I was going to turn this into an arcade, like an old school arcade. And the machines are just too expensive. Like I wanted to actually own my own. I didn't want to go to Roth or anybody. I don't know who's running Roth now. Rothco is. I know it's the same people that they changed the names over the years. I didn't want to go to them and rent machines. I wanted to actually own my own machines.
When Roth started Top Dog, they had their machines,
Right.
so they didn't have to worry about because they had their machines, and they used the tokens.
Exactly.
They just recycled the tokens, so it was a win-win for them.
Oh yeah.
All right, I remember.
Yes, I mean, because all they were doing was just, it was like 5
Right.
tokens for $1, which that's a huge. You're getting $1.25 worth of arcade time,
Hey.
and you're getting it for $1, so you're getting an extra quarter free. And it doesn't cost them anything to offer you a free
No.
play on a game. So, and like he said, they just recycle the tokens. They don't even have to cash out all those quarters.
When I worked at Top Dog for that brief time,
I love Bush.
I remember because I had to do it. I had to empty. I had to empty all the machines, and we literally put them back in the coin machine that that you get your tokens from. But it's Top Dog was the shit.
Yeah, like I
Top
said,
Dog was the place.
And you're right. It's a brilliant business model. You don't have to go to the bank once a week with rolls upon rolls of quarters and take the time to have those quarters rolled up. They have machines to do it now, but even back then they didn't. There were no quarter roll that I'm aware of. Quarter rolling machines. You had to sit there and pay somebody to roll quarters.
I actually had to do that.
And it was,
You had to do that.
Yeah. I had to roll them.
Well, here, you tell everybody about it. I'm gonna get up.
All right, hold on. Let me-
All right, she has to pour more rum.
No.
That looks like a rum bottle.
Yeah,
to me.
spicy.
Yeah, it is a rum bottle. I'm right. She doesn't even know what she's drinking at this point.
I don't care.
So, and
All right.
she doesn't care.
Mark,
So-
good.
I'll be going into work hungover.
So definitely someone bring
That's
Gina
all right.
coffee in the morning.
I'm
She'll be
used to
hungover.
Yeah, they're all saying that you're going to need that coffee in the morning. You're going to be hungover.
I'm probably gonna have 2 of them made up before I go to work.
Chinese fire
Uh-oh. But yeah, it's
Yeah. I'm probably not going to finish what I have poured here. But-
What are you guys drinking?
No, I
Rum
won't.
and, rum and
I-
Coke? What are you guys doing?
It's Calypso rum.
Ooh, nice.
I drink it straight.
oh,
Straight rum. Nice.
I drink this straight.
Yeah. It's only $15 for the whole bottle.
Nice.
So, if anybody from the liquor store by where I work is watching, I'll probably be over to buy some more.
Hey, Molly. It's
They come into my store, I gotta, go in and support
Exactly.
them also.
Yeah, Gina, I was gonna say the Family Dollar in Plains, you got that nice new wine and spirits store right in the parking lot there. So after work,
Right diagonal from the
Yeah.
store.
that's a nice one too. That was just open, just a couple years ago. That's like a modern, nice,
Yeah.
clean store. Yeah.
And even before that, I started working at Family Dollar. We went into that store because it's convenient. They are freaking amazing with their customer service.
Yeah.
And now that they come in, now that I started at Family Dollar, I just finished my second week. I'm starting my third week tomorrow, and I go in, or the people come into the store. I'm like, where do I know you from? Oh, you sold me alcohol. Yes.
It's Venture made a good question. What food will you make yourself sick on? Has that food you want more and more of?
For me, it's pizza. I just can't get enough. Or Chinese takeout. You know, so many good things on the menu. I just want to order like tons and tons of food.
I agree, Fred. Pizza.
I'm gonna have to say
Yeah.
pizza.
Hey, Jake.
Hey, false.
But then again, I made homemade tortillas, which my mom used to make, and I'm at the point now where I just want to like take them, heat them up, and eat them. I took a few into work today for a holiday party, and only one person that I know of tried them, and he was amazed. He couldn't believe how good they were. He said they tasted like almost like bread, that you
Right.
smush down. I'm like, yeah, exactly. They're not what you get in the store, they're really, really thin shit. They're thicker, and it's like, oh. Now I got to get the recipe for my mom's chicken Popeye soup
Chicken
and make
pot
that.
pie soup.
It's more. She called it chicken Popeye soup. It's more like a chicken and dumpling because the noodles are more like a
So
dumpling
that sounds
noodle.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, do you ever go to Tipsy Turtle? The Tipsy Turtle?
Oh, it's been years.
They have an amazing, I think it's turkey pot pie soup. My wife and I get it, I don't know, maybe once a month, especially now, like in the winter, like amazing. Turkey pot pie soup. Incredible.
Definitely a good choice.
I would make piggy soup, but
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
Oh,
I'm
that
the only
sounds
one
good.
here to eat, and then I'll do it in the crock pot, and I end up freezing it, and I eventually get through it because I can't eat it all at once. But it has I hate rolling cabbage, so what I do is I take my crock pot, I'll like literally shred a small head of cabbage, that goes on the base. I'll throw hamburger in raw, okay, season it. I'll chop down a pepper, an onion, one or two depending, and I'll get tomato sauce. Pour that in. In a separate pot, I'll boil white rice. Once that's boiled, I'll throw that in, tap it, put it on low, let it go through the night. And I don't sleep through the night through anyway. I'll come down and I'll mix it. So I'll mix it. And by like 8 in the morning, I come down and go to work. So I work in the house. I come down in the house and smell like a piggy stew, like piggies. But it's good. Just I'm the only one here, so like,
Yeah.
I don't make it really anymore because it'll go to waste. I can't
Right.
eat it all.
So I'm looking at chat. Fred, I see Stephanie messaged and said, nachos from any Mexican restaurant. You need to take her to Burrito Loco.
Oh yeah.
Their 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 nachos are freaking amazing, all homemade.
So you know what, Gina? We
Avenger.
we get takeout. We get take yeah. We get takeout from Burrito Loco because it's convenient. Like when she's coming home from work and we don't feel like cooking, it's like, why don't just get Burrito Loco?
Yeah.
Amazing food. I think we've had their nachos. Yeah, we have. They have I think it's the burrito Cancun, I believe, and it's just a giant burrito with like
Oh,
crab meat and shrimp and
That sounds amazing.
me
I'm
too.
gonna have
yeah,
to try
burrito
that.
Cancun.
I had their burrito loco, which was really good.
I've had that too. It's very spicy.
Send that to me in the chat. I've had the burrito loco. That was my very first choice.
It's good.
You know,
Lots of jalapenos.
when I first tried them, I actually walked to my doctor's appointment down on Penn Ave by McDonald's. And, you know, we're not that far. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to walk. And on my way back, I'm like, I'm hungry. Where do I want to eat? Oh, this isn't far from my house. Let me try that
Yep.
place. I sat down. I ordered that. I ordered mozzarella sticks and garlic nuts. Oh my god, their garlic nuts are freaking amazing. They're bigger than my
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah, that's a big burrito. That's a big nut. What did,
They have great food.
I want to try their pizza.
One of the first times we ordered, I didn't know what to get. Like maybe I got the burrito loco. Maybe the second time we ordered, I got their Mexican pizza, which I think has like chorizo and
Ooh.
loaded with cilantro. I mean, you gotta like cilantro or tell them to, go light on the cilantro because it was a lot of cilantro, but it was really good.
I don't know how I feel about cilantro.
I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It's okay.
there's a place
I don't know if I've had it.
there's a place on on Pierce Street. It's actually diet. If you go to Goldstein's, you stand in front of Goldstein's. It's
I actually have a friend who works there.
it's diagonal.
Dorados.
It's diagonal from Goldstein's. It's called Torrados, Mexican.
Oh, Torados.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know if I could go there because that was my first husband's last name, and he was very abusive. So I shy away from
Gotcha.
like that name.
But I went in first.
It's one of those
I got
things.
their pizza there, and their pizza. I just got a regular pizza, but it was old school handmade. So it wasn't like machine round. It was like it was oval, so it was handmade, and it just reminded me of like back in the days in the 80s. Well, when I was growing up in the 80s, an old school pizza, like. And I did try their tacos. Taco canitas. I still can't say the word. That was the first time or the second time until I got the pizza. So yeah, that's another good place. Fred, you and Steph should hit.
Well, if I get the job that I'm going for the interview on Tuesday, I'm going to be working in 40 Fort, right up the street from what is it, Stiff? I love Stiff.
Go back.
Their fresh kibasi is amazing. I was so glad when they took over that spot, and I didn't have to go all the way out to Scranton to get their fresh kibasi.
I just got kibasi the other day. My sister picked it up because she gets from Rahoski's in Duryea. And
okay,
that's amazing every year. Always I can't wait to be cooking that shit up on Christmas Day, baby.
Woo. Honestly, I prefer the fresh kibasi over smoked.
I like fresh, but if I had a choice, I'll take smoked first.
Okay, I'm looking at Bender's question.
What food?
I have no problem trying any food. Don't tell me what it is before I try it, so I don't have that in my head. And I'll give my honest opinion. The very first time I had venison, my mom was cooking it up for the dogs. And I'm like, oh, this is good. Oh. And then she told me afterwards, I'm like, really? That's
Deer
deer
meat's
meat?
really good. Deer meat is
Okay.
amazing.
Right?
It's
If anybody wants to give me deer meat or any kind of venison, I'll give you my address. Message me.
a buddy of mine. Usually he'll give me he'll give me he goes hunting, and he'll usually give me send me a small thing, a burger for hamburger. And
Uh huh.
1 year
Oh, the burgers are good
1 year
too.
I did. Well, 1 year I made for the shits of it. I made and I did a video too. I made almost like wimpy stuff, but I made it like a chili sauce. I used the wimpy.
Ooh.
I had to use it up, and it actually turned out or was it manwich? Yeah, I used a manwich. I hate using canned shit like manwich. No, but I had it somehow. I ended up with it. My buddy gave me this deer meat, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it, and it really turned out good.
I'm looking at Venture, his comment, venison jerky. You know, Venture, if you want to send me some of that, I'll give you my address. Just message us.
It's
I love jerky and I love venison meat.
to answer Venger's question. Now, at least one thing that I swear I never ate, I tried and it wasn't bad, but was sushi. Was not bad. I have to say it. Sushi.
What was it? I hate sushi.
I thought I would too, but let me tell you, I went to Yummy Bowl. Me and my buddy who gave me the deer meat, right?
Okay.
And we're hanging out, we're bullshitting. And if anybody's not been to Yummy Bowl yet, you walk in, you sit down, and the waitress comes up to you and hands you almost like a place card, and you get to pick your rice, whether you want white, fried, or brown. I went with brown rice that day because it felt so. I was like, okay, something different. They give you a bowl. You go up to almost like a food tray line, and you build this.
Ew.
You build your bowl with whatever you want to put in it. Then when you go to one part of the section, you give it to the cook, and they'll cook it up for you and bring it back to your table. Well, my buddy goes, I'm getting an appetizer. You want an appetizer? I'm like, he goes, I'll get and we'll split it. I'm like, okay, what do you want? He goes, try sushi. I'm like, ugh. He's like, you ever tried it? I was like, no. He goes, try it. So it was like a half and half. It was half non-cooked, half cooked. And I tried the not cooked first, and it really wasn't as bad as I mean it wasn't bad. I didn't want to puke. It actually was decent. Now I rather the cooked part of the ones that were cooked, but the not cooked.
Right.
I was able to eat not go but that was my one thing I never ate, but now I ended up eating it.
I've tried it multiple times, and I've taken my 23-year-old son, up to the buffet, and he always goes for the sushi bar, and he says, "Oh, I love sushi." Okay, thank you. I hate that. I've tried it, and I can't get the texture out of my mind. You know what I mean? I've tried it. I could be one of those who will go in and be like, I've never had it before. Let me try this. And I still cannot find anything I like.
All right, I take that back. There's one thing I will not eat and I will not touch is octopus. Yeah, no, forget it. No.
Oh, I love octopus.
No.
I love octopus. Actually, when my kids were little, we went to what is that place down on the Sansui? The I can't remember what it's called.
Italian place.
It's an Italian place
Oh,
that
I
has
know what
like,
you're talking about, and I can't.
Is it
and it's right
Pasquale?
Mescali, yeah. Um, with when I took my kids there, we had, we ordered a lot of different dishes, and when we ordered like an appetizer, I ordered squid. You know, I love squid.
One
Oh,
thing I don't know if I can get myself.
What's that?
I don't
what's
know if I
that?
could get myself to eat squid.
Calamari.
Calamari is squid.
You will love it.
You will love it.
totally
I totally
will tell you. This is
will tell you
amazing.
this is
Exactly
amazing.
what I like.
Um,
After my kids tasted
after my
it,
kids tasted it,
I told them it was.
I told them it was Squidward.
Yeah, they were that young.
Yeah, they were that young,
Never
And they're
happened.
and they're like,
afterwards,
every time we said we were going out to eat, they looked at me and said, "Are we going to the place that had Squidward?"
yeah, they loved it.
Yeah,
Snails
they
eat
loved
apple.
it.
Inside me.
Yeah, no.
As long as I'm breathing, that will never enter my body.
What? FP.
Squid,
What?
octopus, deer, nope, nothing. Nope.
You won't eat deer? You won't eat deer meat?
Hell no.
It's like having a hamburger. Shit, it's better than hamburger, dude.
It's
It's freaking amazing.
it's actually
It's actually leaner than beef.
if you want to lose weight,
If you want to lose weight,
the
the
deer meat is better.
deer meat is better for
There's a
you.
place up in the called Chef's Corner. Oh, you right there, Mike? I think you're okay. There's a place in the Walmart parking lot in Pittston called Chef's Corner. No, I'm sorry. It's right next to Chef's Corner. It's Chick.
Oh,
Forget.
Quick
I can't
Chick.
remember the name.
Quick Chick.
Quick Chick, yeah. And
Yeah, great place.
Like,
the smell of liver in the
got one
cooking.
that they would prepare that with the hollow meat, and that was really good.
You
That
got
was
Yeah,
really good.
shawarma.
smell in the house. Ooh. My God. My grandmother used to cook that sometime. Fucking
Liver and
smokable
onions.
house. As soon as you turn the stove on, it stinks. You know, oh my God, you're having liver today. Blech.
I agree with Mark.
I agree with Mark.
I will not eat liver.
I will not eat liver and onions.
It's
I
agree.
totally agree.
The
It's
smell
probably the smell
that makes it
that makes it
It's
unappealing.
disgusting.
All right, here's a trivia question. What TV show character loved liver and onions?
absolutely no idea.
Absolutely no
It
idea.
was back more in me and Mike's time.
Get out of there.
Um,
I'm not that
I'm not that much older than you guys, or younger than you guys.
If you watch the pilot of the Dukes of Hazzard, their pilot show, Boss Hogg, they showed that Boss Hogg would eat liver and onions.
It's disgusting. It's
And it
disgusting.
looked to me like I was like, yeah, no.
I can't see.
I can't think.
I have then Merry Christmas to To you too.
Yeah. Good.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
Copy that.
having problems with audio.
So, no, we got you.
Copy that.
We can hear
What's
you.
today? Is today the 23rd yet?
What was that, FP?
No, it's 21st.
It's only the 21st.
Yeah. What time is it?
Okay, brother, yeah. So,
I want to give a shout out to False Son.
Oh, that's cool, FP.
What's that?
I didn't know that, Fault. You didn't tell me that, FP. What the hell?
what?
Avenger, I want to give a shout out to False Son's animation channel. You didn't tell me about when your kids having this.
Well, I didn't get a chance to. I was going to. I was just waiting for my turn. Yeah, he posted one video so far. It's a 60-second short. It's kid friendly. If you have any kids, you should check it out. Let your kids check it out. It's only him drawing stuff and tell them the story of what happens in the drawing. And so far, we're only going to put out shorts for right now. 1 a week.
What?
So
What's the channel?
it's called Malachi's Animation Corner.
Cool.
You'll see him.
All right, Mike. You want to switch out with me? So you
Susan,
bed?
answer your question. Yes, they're pretty good too.
Well, abandon the post and I'll come over.
Come on over right now. It's your post.
Well, technically, I have multiple posts.
Yeah. You know I have to go to sleep.
AFP. I'm trying to
What?
turn it. And how do you spell Malachi?
Malachi.
Oh, is there an S on it? Like MAL?
Yeah, I think so. But it might not be.
Oh, does he have his? Wait, was this another channel? One that you had or no?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm subscribed. I'm like, how am I subscribed to this already? But no,
Yeah.
okay, I got you.
So, yeah, that happens. Yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm just kind of keeping that on the deal. But yeah, it's good.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it now really quick.
Yeah, it's like a nice little story there if you follow it.
Chinese fire drill.
I'm very proud of him.
That's fine. I didn't even see the notification when you posted it. Well, that's cool. Good. I hope he does a good job. It's Susan. Yes, I did. I have gone to the Octagon. It's been a while since I've been to the Octagon bar, but I have been there. Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Mark. Deer meats. I love, but you have to know how to cook it right. Though. If you don't cook it right, it's gonna taste like shit. From what I've learned throughout the years, what I've been told anyway.
Okay, just be sure to do it in that order.
Yeah. I mean, he before I go. Love it.
I love you. And that was directed at Gina, just in case anybody wanted to get cute.
Well, you love everyone. You more than I do. Okay. Dunkin' Donuts or pizza extra cheese and pepperoni
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
tomorrow while I'm at work.
Let me check the numbers quick, see how we're doing, because we're still doing good. We're still 22 strong. So, guys, you guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Let's see, we got on the false channel, we got, let's see. Everyone watching from us on the false channel, thanks for hanging out with the false channel. I got 8 on my channel so far, so at this point. Thank you. And
My brother sent me a picture. I can't check it though. I don't want to lose signal.
right.
He might have sent me a picture of the skies in New Jersey. I'm eager to see it.
Mark, I absolutely love Hungarian mushroom soup. There is literally a sad violin in every bite.
Thank you for the ones that are watching on Mike's channel. Pittsburgh has a very diverse ethnic population. I would love to try a Hungarian restaurant. I don't know if I don't think I ever had Hungarian food before. I would love to try it out.
Like I said, there's a sad violin in every bite.
I wish there's no Hungarian places around us, is there? Probably not. Interesting though. Yeah, probably not.
I'm just happy with all the Mexican joints that are popping up. There is nothing more. There is no other food that I enjoy more than Mexican cuisine. I love their food.
Oh yeah, did you go to that? Did you ever go to that one? It's down from the Coca-Cola building in Pittston. Tolteca, I think it's called. Not
La
Tolteca.
Tolteca?
Yeah.
I've been to the one up by the mall.
Is it?
La Tolteca, El Tikal,
That one?
Burrito Loco.
I can't tell. A guy know.
Marcus, no, sorry.
A guy know he's an Elvis impersonator. And goes to this. He does a show at this place. Oh, I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
El Vegas?
Jimmy Elvis. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying El Vegas. I was in a bar called Varians once, and he came in, or he was the act. And, being like a guy in my 20s with a couple of my buddies who were in their 20s, we were heckling him a bit. And he instantly started doing stand-up comedy. That was like to watch Elvis do stand-up comedy was amazing.
He's a good guy. I've known him for a while. I do want to go to one of his shows, but he does it during the week, and half the time I'm still working. I tell you, I'm just too damn tired. But no, if you're watching, I'm definitely coming to see one of your shows there, Jimmy Elvis. Okay.
Marcus, to answer your question, I tried. My house was the building that I live in is you would probably remember it as Andy's Repair Shop on North Main Street. North Main Street this part of North Main Street did not get flooded. We're north of North Street, and pretty much most of what is north of North Street's on a hill. So no, we didn't get hit with flood water up here.
Okay.
I wasn't here in 72, when Agnes said, I don't know, Jay, were you here?
Yeah.
Well, your property was probably here.
I'm sure it was probably, because we got hit in 2011. No, not 2011. Yeah, 2011.
Yeah, I was still living over in Exeter.
On the first floor. In 2011, the first floor was flooded out.
Yeah, I wasn't living here yet. I had my house in Exeter when that flood hit, so I didn't get touched. Thank God. All right, there's anybody wants to make a road trip one of these days to Hellertown, Pennsylvania. There's a Hungarian place called Paprika's. Road trip.
Where's that, Jay?
It's called Paprika's Hungarian Eastern European, 1180 Main Street, Hellertown, PA. It's saying it's about 57 miles away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's like Allentown, basically, Lehigh Valley. I think.
I'm going to do a map. I'm going to do a
Oh, that's cool.
from let's see, home.
Do they have a violin player that goes table to table? That's the important thing.
Now, about 86 miles. It looks like it's down near the Allentown area.
Paprikas.
Well, Allentown's only about 60 miles away.
I'd say from my house
So,
to this Paprika's is about 77 miles. If you do the toll road. Now, if you go like if you don't go to the toll road, it's about 86 miles. I'd go for a road trip. I'd do it.
yeah, won't that cost like $1.2 million to go down that far down the turnpike
probably.
now?
All right, so
Yeah,
we'll go.
pretty much.
So we'll take the 380. Oh, 380 to 33 south.
Okay, Mrs. Crewman was wondering. We haven't tried this place. It's on Oak Street in Pittston. I guess it's called Tequila's. It's a Mexican
That's the name of the
restaurant.
place. That's the name of the place I was thinking of.
There
That's
we
where
go.
Jimmy does his shows.
Looks like good food. I'm just checking out their website. They have pictures of their food. Looks awesome. Nice.
You know what?
Tequilas.
Like, I know the GF won't go to. She does not eat Mexican food. She barely eats regular food. She's picky as hell. I would like. All but you go to one day and go to this place and check it out.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I want to go there. But I'm like, let's try it. She's like, well, what is it? It's Mexican. Oh, I won't eat it. Shit. I have to laugh at the GF. I love her to death, but I have to laugh at her. She won't go to that place with me to try the Mexican food, but she'll eat fucking Taco Bell.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Does she like quesadilla? I mean, you could get a nice chicken and cheese quesadilla.
I would love a quesadilla. I mean, I don't know if she would like. I got her to try King's Asian cuisine, and she tried the orange chicken, and I
We've
had
had that. Yeah,
I
it's
had to
good.
talk her into it. Like, it's just like eating like chicken nugget, kind of. But yeah, I would love to check. I'd love to go to that Mexican place. Without a
Yeah,
doubt.
definitely.
Now, New Year's Eve.
As long as it's spicy, as long as like it's like tongue burningly hot, then
How did you want?
like last time actually I was talking about my foster daughter before I took her. Her favorite place to eat was what's that thing up by Walmart? Dead Robin. And I ordered the ghost pepper fries. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, and the waitress is like warning me. She's like, now that's really, really, really hot. You want to, take like small bites. And I'm like, sitting there, I'm like noshing on it. And I'm like, I'm like, do you have any more of this sauce? The sauce is really good. I'd like to have something I could like dip in. She's like, are you serious? I'm like, actually, I am. I'll pay for it. And she brought me over. I'm like, can I have two of them? She's like, yes, okay. And I'm like, I'm sitting, she's like watching me as I dip fries into ghost pepper
Yeah.
sauce, and I'm like just having a good time and everything. And she's like, and your mouth's not burning. I'm like, a little bit. Is there any way you can make it hotter?
I'd be like, what the hell you smoking?
And,
The
Hey.
ghost pepper fries.
What's up there, fishing boy? Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. And your Polish food again. If you come to the PA here, but I'll take you to a good night, a good Polish diner. Like you want the kibasi, you want the pierogi, you want the oh shit, what else do they have?
Alushki.
Yeah, it's called the Polish Connection. It's on Main Street in Plymouth, and I got their this was years ago. I got their sampler. It had I got their potato pancakes. Shit. Oh yeah, dude, you're gonna be going back to you're gonna be going back to Texas. Going, forgot I just ate in Pennsylvania. Damn, we don't got none of that good shit here.
Vendor, you should plan a road trip or whatever to our area. Usually in June, Edwardsville, right, Jay? They do the pierogi festival.
Yeah.
It's like a 2 or 3 day.
that's a total sausage fest.
Oh yeah. We've been going to it the past 2 years. It's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of good Polish food, a lot of pierogi, a lot of halushki, all that good stuff. You don't leave hungry.
Yeah.
for
Also,
sure.
I've always said this. I don't like when I did go down south a couple times. I love Southern cooking, but I think it's either as good or better, but Amish cooking, like down in Lancaster.
Hi, fishing boy.
No, it's okay.
Sorry.
Did you ever go down to Lancaster?
Yes, many times. Yeah, great food.
Yeah. So I don't know if, like I said, that runs good with Southern. Like those Amish ladies, man, know how to cook. I know those Southern ladies know how to cook too. So it's a good running. Like I can't say which is better. Like it's a running good neck and neck.
My wife and I were in Nashville, I think 2 years ago, and we went to this place. I think it was called the Loveless Cafe. Yeah, the Loveless Cafe, like a couple minutes outside of Nashville downtown. Great, like Southern comfort food. I mean, just awesome. Such a great menu. What a great time.
I was actually in Tennessee, but on the other side. Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
And
we want to get there too. We want to get down to that area. That's cool.
And I was with it was me and the ex-wife at the time. Well, wife at the time, now ex-wife. We were going to make a run to because we wanted to see Nashville, but it was from where we were at 7 hours. We're like, yeah, no. 7 hours one way. We're like, no. But even in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, the mom and pop places were amazing.
Yeah.
We went to this place for breakfast. Now it looks like the outside. It looks like a log cabin. Okay, it's a diner, and the pancakes. If you can see, the pancakes were like this. I'm like, I'm gonna give me a 5 star. The wife goes, get 3 just to, and then you can always get more. And I look at the plate coming out and I'm like, holy shit! It was I was only able to eat 3. And they were big ass pancakes. But yeah, oh man, getting me hungry again. Now here's the thing, Polish and you might know this, and people that don't know this, depending where you're at, if you say pigs in the blankets, you're gonna end up with a hot dog or hot dog wrapped in dough, or a sausage wrapped in dough.
Right.
And there was a group it was a wedding group that I was a part of years ago. I don't think I'm part of it anymore. I thought it was here local, but it was actually overseas. It was in across the waters. And we're talking about food. I'm like, I just had some good pierogi. Or no, I said some good pigs, because we call it pigs in the blanket. They're like, oh, that's the hot. I'm looking at them. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, excuse me. I'm like, no, this is a. I'm like, no, we call pigs in a blanket hamburger with rice wrapped in cabbage in a sauce. And they're like, wow, that's because over there it's a whole different thing.
I gotta say, to them, that would be like, they would call that like cabbage
Yeah,
dumplings.
pigs in a blanket to them are sausage wrapped in like dough. Cooked. Fort Worth, I used to eat rattlesnake. That never came across the board until now. I don't know if I can eat rattlesnake. I don't know. Or you'd have to lie to me for until it was something else until I eat and then say, yeah, it was
Like everything else, I heard it tastes like chicken.
Yeah, you have to say, well, it's chicken enchilada. Oh, it was really rattlesnake. I'd be like, oh shit.
I ate shark once. It tasted like fish.
Tried alligator bites. So did my wife too. And my wife is a very picky eater. But we went to a restaurant locally, and they had alligator bites on the menu. We got them. They were
Where?
good.
Where at?
The Beaumont Inn.
Oh, I did a wedding out there, but I didn't stay for the food.
Yeah, they have like the outdoor dining. You could book an igloo and eat outdoors by the fire and stuff. We did that a couple of years ago. I remember it was really cold.
I'd say that sounds
It was
pretty
a really
cool, like igloo style.
It was cool, man. It was a cool experience and a really like funky menu, and yeah, we had alligator bites. They were cool.
Speaking of, she goes, I didn't like Mexican food at all until we went to San Diego in 2018. Now she can't get enough of it.
Yep, very true. Yep, we had some authentic
Nice
Mexican food in San Diego. Good times.
That's a cool Joker card. I like that. It's
the Ace of Spades.
As a bat. I got this Batman deck of cards at Walmart. It was in the clearance aisle for like a couple of bucks.
Oh, damn. That's cool.
Batman.
That's really cool.
I'm just looking for some of the choice ones.
Fred, your wife and my girlfriend could probably shake hands. She's picky as hell.
Oh, so picky.
But I think we're going to go out for New Year's Eve dinner. We are going to go out for New Year's Eve. I don't know where we're going yet. I want to go to Hops, but I don't know if we're going to go to Hops. I haven't been to Hops in years.
I love Hops. We love it there.
It's been a few years since I've been to Hops. But I remember going to Hops and ordering, like, if like you ordered a side of fries, you got like.
Oh yeah. Yep, for sure. That's you know what, Jay? That's probably a really cool place to hang out on New Year's Eve if they're open for dinner on New Year's Eve. That's awesome. I would hang out there.
I know there's a lot of places are closing early. That's the only crap.
Yeah. Yeah, we love Hops. Actually, Jay, we love their wings, their chicken wings. They're awesome.
I know like I said, I haven't had Hops in years, but I knew they were always good. They had a good everything. Like you could not go wrong at Hops.
Their menu is huge. You could find anything on their menu. It's massive, but yeah, great food.
Mark, that sounds delicious. Now you're making me hungry. God damn it. It's I have to make a road trip to I'll have to make a road trip to Wawa maybe after the show.
Oh yeah.
Nah, I'm making a road trip. But I went to Garrity's, the fresh grocer, and I got a small ham $18. All right, that's workable. I can do that.
Not bad.
And I saw there were whole hams there. Like I forgot, I didn't look at the pack because I looked at the price and went, no freaking way. Ham like this, full ham, $50. I was like, no.
Yeah.
I'll take this little quarter $18 ham, which will work good enough.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
right on top of the shelf above the thing, they have the and I had to get it because I always forget it. The pineapple slices, the pineapple slices, the pineapple juice in it when I do it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Pineapple juice.
Yes, sir.
So, like I was telling you before, in the mornings I'm on my I'll wake up like almost like I'm on some because I'll have like a burst full of energy. So I'll get up, I'm making breakfast, I'm singing in the kitchen. I came across, and I haven't heard this album. It's Kiss Unmasked album. Underrated album, man. That was a good album back in the day. And I'm sitting there like,
And Peter Criss did not play
I
on
know
that
Anton
album at
Fig
all.
did. And
Yeah.
but Peter Criss's pictures on the cover. Shitty deal. Yeah, like
Same with Dynasty. The only track that Peter was on was the one he wrote, and that was "Dirty Living."
But yet, whose pictures on the cover? Peter Criss. Yeah.
Well, they had to provide the
Probably.
illusion. A lot of it was drug use, mostly painkillers. He had been in a car accident back then, and he couldn't play at the time. When they were recording both albums, he was really limited in how much he could play. And that was like, his hands were like, his arms were like, they had like wires on them and stuff.
I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Yeah, he was actually in a lot. It was a really serious crash. Like, he's lucky to have lived.
I know he fought. Well, I think he's cancer.
Yeah, Peter Criss actually had breast cancer.
He was in, like, the original Kiss was inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and so the original four got up and were saying their thing, and Peter Criss said, "Yep, like now so many years in remission of breast cancer." I was like thinking, "Wow!" Like I didn't realize guys can get breast cancer, but yeah, I guess they could.
I'll tell you this. As far as deodorant products, stick to deodorants. Don't use antiperspirants. Antiperspirants literally have liquid aluminum in them. And when you start blocking up your pores with liquid aluminum, there's a good shot you can get cancer. Yeah.
Did not know that either. To touch base on what Mark posted. The church, if you can get to a church, when they have their giveaways and stuff, like they'll have like pigs in the blankets or whatever. They're some of the best food you can find. Years and years ago, the church that I got married in, they asked me to come help give out like meals, and oh my god, the food there was amazing. We did for the if you couldn't afford it, you could go there. They'd give you you get like a meal, like I forget. I don't know if it was Easter. No, it wasn't Easter. I don't know. I couldn't remember if it was Thanksgiving or Christmas. They did. I was like, yeah, and I went, and it was actually a cool thing because people are like, yo, thank you, and this little boy came up, and he looked at me, he goes, "Can I have some more mashed potatoes?" Sure, you could, plop. I'm like, yeah, go.
Please, sir.
You don't think, or well, I never thought of it until then. Never really crossed my mind. Like, there's people out there that aren't gonna can't afford or aren't going to have a holiday meal, Christmas meal. Yeah, past Thanksgiving. Like, damn. And you don't really think it because it's not that nobody thinks about it because just they're wrapped up with their own world. But I never realized how many people will go to these functions where they get like, there's a place in Scranton. Oh hell. You're familiar with the name Bob Bolus? He's been in Bob Bolus.
Yep.
Every year, I forget who sponsors it or where he has that, but every year he does this thing where on Christmas Day you can go. If you're like, say you're by yourself or you just can't afford it, you can go there and you will get a Christmas dinner with all the trains. And he does it every guy. I mean, whether you like him, whether you agree with his politics or not, but when it comes to what he does every year, got to give credit where credit's due. There's a lot of people that take advantage of that.
I always see that on TV, Jay. Every year, Christmas, he does his Christmas buffet, like the Christmas Day feast. It's always at a church up in Scranton.
Yeah, I forget where he had it, but I remember, and he's doing it again this year. And God bless him, he could do it.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
It's
and it's usually crowded too. Like every year when I see it on TV,
it's
there's a ton of people there.
They'll have like usually 16 will do a live or do like a report. One of them reporting from it, and it's always packed.
Yeah, packed always.
Texas to Brazil. Nice, Mark. Take some pictures. Send us some pictures. But yeah, it's like you don't think how many people don't. If it wasn't for somebody like Bob Bolus doing that, they might not eat at all.
Yeah.
Or end up at a Denny's or something. You know what I mean? Like, because they're always open. They're always open. I don't think they close for.
No, you're absolutely right.
Luckily, I mean, yeah, I live by myself. The GF will, I'll probably see the GF Christmas Day at one point. Like, she eats with her dad. Her dad's like 72, I think. God bless him, because he's still he had his issues, but he's still kicking. And he always wants like every like major holiday, like Thanksgiving, Easter, Christmas. He wants to have a dinner with his kids, his daughters. Now there are no kids in it, like, and so there's times like, and that's the only. There sometimes I get to see her on those days. Sometimes I don't, just because. And like, luckily, I have two great older sisters that, like, again, like this year, my older sister's doing a brunch, Christmas morning brunch. So we'll get together, like breakfast, like eggs, scrambled eggs, sausage, bacon, that whole 9-yard stuff. And then later on that night, I usually end up going over my other sister's house for dinner. And if that doesn't happen this year, I'm cooking my own ham too. But so the nice thing is I get to see my family on Christmas, whether it's in the morning or the afternoon or possibly both. And I never, like, even if I didn't cook a ham, I'd still walk away with food, because I always get like, well, take some of this, take some of that. Here, you need some. Okay. And okay. Venger, what about a best of Jay's reviews? The best of the best. Oh.
Nah, I hate clip shows.
Actually, Ben, I have one coming up. I have alongside my cheesesteak video. That's like I said, that's like 2.5 hours. But I have another video of clips that like didn't make it into videos because they were like either whatever, and I have that going up too. So actually, you're gonna see 3 videos on Christmas on New Year's Day. you're gonna see a whole ton of videos from now up through New Year's Day. But that's so get ready, Avenger, because they're coming. Like I said, next Friday, this coming Friday, I got I'm doing a tutorial on how to make hash browns because some people don't know how to make hash browns, homemade hash browns. And I went to the cracked egg, so you're gonna see. Oh, the cracked egg actually. They had a good kick-ass burger. It was basic, but it was good. It was one of those little. It was about a thin burger patty. I don't know if it was frozen or not. I'm gonna say I don't know. It looked like it was pre-frozen, but maybe I'm wrong. But the bun they had, it was nice and toasted. Mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato. Well, lettuce, tomatoes, onions. I had to put my own mayonnaise on it. So I had mayonnaise for the fries. So my one friend Anna, it's your fault. She got hooked on fries with mayonnaise years and years ago. And then I had to try their 2 chili dogs. They had a 2 chili dog special. And the difference though, their chili was meatier, not super spicy, but meatier, and it had beans in it. But it was actually, I don't usually put beans in my chili, hot dog chili, but this was good. It was an all beef. It tastes like an all beef hot dog. The buns were nice and soft, and boom, cracked egg.
I actually watched your thing where you made hot dog chili.
That was a couple years ago. Yeah, it was.
That was years ago.
The most pain in the ass about that was dicing and slicing all the peppers and onions. That was the pain in the ass whole part of it.
Dude, you could get pre-sliced and diced peppers and onions at pretty much any grocery store.
It's not the same though, without doing it yourself.
It's true.
And
they're ready to go. They're diced and ready to go, man.
It's
I know it's part of the experience. I know you got to do it yourself, because I got it.
But here's the thing. The night before I actually made it, I had a big Tupperware container. I cut up everything the night before, so when I did it was just toss it in, and that saved a nice amount of time.
That's
right. My back is shot to hell, so I can't stand long periods of time anymore. So trying to slice down the onions and everything, it was just, oh my God, it was like torture. Oh yeah, but it turned I'll take the chili up to my buddy's house for the Memorial Day cookout, and I either come back with just a little bit or none at all. Everybody loves it. Like I said, I make it once a year. Everybody goes crazy. Everybody loves it. I start walking and my buddy's like, "Oh, gotta take some for myself." He'll steal some for himself. But yeah, it's always a hit. It's always a hit.
And you do it with no beans, right, Jay?
Yeah, no beans. I do onions, peppers. I'll do salt, pepper.
80-20 beef or something, or
I think I did 80-50 or 80-20. No, 80. It had to be 80-20.
80-20.
I'll do garlic salt or garlic powder, pepper. I'll let that simmer while I'm dicing down. We're putting in the onions, peppers, and then I'll do 2 cups of white sugar, 2 cups of brown sugar. That's what I forgot to get. Yeah. Son of a bitch! I forgot to get brown sugar. Shit.
Sweeten it up.
Yeah, and then I'll do. Now, depending on how much beef, well, it depends. 1 to 2 cups of ketchup and mustard together, and just mix it through, and then add the chili powder. Sometimes I'll put, if I have it, some apple cider vinegar in it. And for my heat, because at that point I can't get hot peppers or I won't buy them from the store. Down on River Street, Oh crap! Where you can get like come on, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I can't remember the damn name. It's on River Street. It's that farmhouse, the greenhouse.
Oh yeah, O'Malley's.
O'Malley's, right. I'll go
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
and one year I was able to find it wasn't hot, it wasn't mild, but it was right in the middle, and they were perfect. But
Yeah.
when I do my memorial, like they're not selling them yet. They're not ready to get sold yet.
They're not
So
in season. Yeah.
right, so I have to. What I'll use for the heat is I'll get Peggy's wing sauce.
Yeah.
She's from out in, I think, Scranton. Makes out in
Yeah.
Scranton, and I'll use that as my heat base. Everybody loves it.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good combo.
Oh, Ninja, wait till you see this NEPA cheesesteak project video. Like I said, the damn thing was over after I put it all together. It was 2.5 hours, at least 2.5 hours long. And said I added, like, I did a home cooking part. I did a home cooking video part of it. I did a local. I did a chain. I did a pizza place. Pizza, the Philly cheesesteak pizza from Villa Pizzeria. And I did somewhere else. I can't remember. But yeah, it's like 2 hours. Easy.
So like the 12 days of pizza.
Kinda. Well, not pizza, but 12 days of cheesesteaks.
On the 12th day of pizza, my true love gave to me 5 pepperonis, 2 sausage pepper,
1 plainer for the girlfriend. But no, So actually, when I walked in the Villa Pizzeria to do that segment, the owner, you were there, right, Fred? You guys were there, right? Or stopped in, or did you guys ever stop there?
Yeah, we were there. We were also there, whatever it was prior to Villa. I think it was I forget the name of the place, but yes. Yeah.
Well, now that Villa, the owner he's a great guy, very friendly, and like his portions, like the girlfriend will get the fish and chip dinner platter, and you get like 4 or 5 pieces of fish, like this, and it's like, I mean, he doesn't skim, and it's like he'll give you fries, like they're frozen, they're pre-frozen fries, they're not fresh cut fries, but we always got them hot. They were always nice and hot, and you got a ton load, like enough for me and her to split. That's how big the portions are. I've had prime rib at Christmas, but it sounds prime rib I'll eat anytime, Christmas or not. For me, Christmas has always been ham. It's just that's how it was since back that I can remember. Thanksgiving was turkey. Easter was ham. That's since I could remember.
Cinco de Mayo, el taquitos.
Nicholas, hey Nick, thank you. Appreciate that all the time, buddy. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for watching. And if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel yet, or like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, if you're watching us on Facebook, please like the page. False's channel. I have links up in the description. Mike's channel, check out his videos, and it's greatly appreciated. Nice. So, Nicholas, where are you from? Just if you don't mind me asking. Nice, Venger, nice. I still got to get a cast iron. I don't have one. I had one years and years ago when I lived in Exeter, but it's been long gone. Got to get one again.
I got Gina one not too long ago, actually. Interestingly enough, from Family Dollar General.
I found It was at Family Dollar. Steak knife. And let me tell you, I think I paid like it was under $3. I used this thing for almost a year before it actually got dull. And at that point, I didn't have a sharpener. It still sits somewhere in my drawer, but like
You have to sharpen a
no,
cast iron
no. Oh no, I'm
skillet?
talking about a knife. A knife.
Oh,
Lee Park. Okay. You're in New York City now. Nice. Thanks for tuning in, man. Really appreciate it.
New York.
yeah. Actually, Lee Park, that whole area, like Lee Park Ave and everything. The reason it's called Lee Park is they used to have horse races there, and it was like
Really?
a horse park.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Learning something.
I love reading about the history of this area.
Nicholas, if you come back, let me tell you, I used to live in Exeter, not too far. You're not too far from me in Falls. If you come back, buddy, we'll have to hang.
Good move, Nicholas.
A lot of good places to eat in Exeter too. You got Sabatini's, Pizza Lovin'. You have man, a lot of pizza, right, Jay? A lot of pizzerias in
Yeah,
Exeter.
there's starting from the top. There's Antonio's, like from like near my house. Then there's
Kate's Place and the Avenue Diner.
Marinati.
Yep, Avenue Diner.
Or
Yep.
Avenue Diner rocks.
And Kate's Place is a bar in Exeter.
Jay, there's that Hawaiian place that you went to as well, or is that Wyoming? Would that be considered Exeter or
That's
Wyoming?
Wyoming. That's in Wyoming. That's
Yeah.
right across from the Wyoming post office. Not on the like across from the ave, but across from the side street.
Yeah.
It used to be building used to be an old movie rental place, like VHS movie rental. Like it wasn't like a block, but what is a
Yeah, it was a mom and pop place. I remember it.
Yeah.
now it's a Hawaiian joint. Now I follow him. I haven't checked up on him lately, but what it sounds like now he's doing like sandwiches and stuff like that. I don't know if he got his pizza yet, but I got to check in with him, see if he got his pizza. The last time I talked to him, really, really good guy. Last time I talked, like he was looking for a specific dough or a specific vendor for his dough or for his bread or something. That really can only get or close to it is out in Hawaii. And he just didn't want to use like a generic. He was looking for a specific thing for his way.
I wanted to mention this. Gina and I, this week, we went to the annual Christmas dinner for the Wilkes-Barre Crime Watch. And in case anybody missed it before, I was named as a board member of the Wilkes-Barre City Crime Watch and also coordinator for the North End chapter of the City Crime Watch Coalition. So we went to the Christmas party, which was very nice, very very cool, very and I can't think of the place, Chris Nick's, I think it is. It used to be the old Barney Inn on down on the corner of
Blackman Street and Arnie.
yeah, yeah. And now this is going somewhere. Now, if anybody out there remembers Conifalls over in Edwardsville,
Yeah, sure do.
One thing Conifalls was famous for were their rolls, their dinner rolls. Oh my God, those rolls were like they baked them there, and they were amazing. They were sweet rolls. Butter them up, man, and they were absolute heaven. Chris Nix has the recipe.
No kidding.
Oh shit.
Me and the GF.
Yeah, I was like, as soon as I bit into one of the rolls, it's like, oh my God, I'm back at Conifalls. This is the same. So anybody who misses Conifalls rolls, Chris Nix over on Barney Street has it.
Good to know.
It's Chris, me and the girlfriend. Now, the girlfriend's sister went there. I want to go check this joint out because I'm like dying to get there. All right, so let's see. So Nick has a question. hanging with my friend from Bethlehem, PA, right now, and we are arguing Abe's hot dogs. We're arguing. Wait, shit. Hold on. Oh, I lost.
Maybe it was the caterer though. I'm not sure. You know what? Now I'm thinking of it, we might have had that catered. I don't know. I don't arrange that stuff. I just
There
show
you
up
go.
and eat. So
But,
it might have been a
which
caterer.
is better, Yako's or Abe's in Wilkes-Barre? Oh, damn.
You're on the spot, Jay.
Mike, yeah. I caught Mike H.
Flip a coin. Flip a coin.
You know what? Like South Main Abe's. Let me tell you, it's a drier chili. They grill the hot dog, and it's like you can go to Abe's in Kingston or Abe's on Barney Street, and it's not the same. It's a whole different type of recipe. But like I said, the last video I did from South Main Abe's, I had 5 of them. It was the day of my niece's wedding. That was my breakfast, and they're really, really, really good. Yako's, they grilled theirs too. The hot dog tasted different. Like was it the hot dog or the chili? I mean, both were good in their own right. Yako's had a great tasting dog. See, as False was with me, but he got a cheeseburger. He wouldn't eat a hot dog. He got a cheeseburger. But I'd have to give it to South Main Abe's. Like they're like, here's Yako's and here's Abe's. Like by like a hair. But I have excuse me. I have to say South Main Abe's is just a little bit better. And I'm not saying Yako's is bad. Yako's is really good too. But if I had to make a choice and pick which was better, I have to go with South Main Abe's by even just like a hair. But Yako's is really good too. Now I think Yako's. I think what might have happened. Me and FP went there during like I was on vacation during the week, and it might have been one of the hot dogs that were sitting on the grill a little bit longer. Because it tasted more like almost like a ripper. So it might have been on. They might have. I don't know if maybe they overcooked it. Maybe you're a little or was sitting. I don't know, but I'm not saying nothing bad about Yako's. Yako's was great. Their fries were good. The experience was good. But I gotta go with South Main Abe's. Just that. Now Yako's, I believe if I remember, they toasted the bun. Where South Main Abe's, their buns are, I believe, steamed. But yeah, nice. I would like after the first of the year. I actually went back to Abe's Hot Dogs in Kingston, so you'll see that video. There he is. There's a place out in Dallas called Fat Mike's Texas Wieners, which he deep fries his hot dogs. They're good in their own right. There's a homemade chili sauce. He has a. But what's cool if you. I'm like, are you from the area? If you're from.
Since we're paused and we're waiting for a response from Mike, I just want to let you know, yes, all love, and I wanted to give you one little bit of correction. It's not chomping at the bit; it is actually champing at the bit. And you may want to go and look that up and see where the mix-up happened, but it's actually the expression truly is champing at the bit. It has to do with horse racing, I believe. But just to for future reference, if you want to admonish me about anything.
And knowing it's half the battle. G.I. Joe. No, and
Hey, where does Ranch Wagon rank for you? Is that like a go-to place for you? I know you've
Oh
been there a
yeah.
couple times in your videos.
Here's the thing. I try, like, I in my head, if I keep going to the same place, you guys aren't gonna watch it. So I try to, like, kind of keep it not all from one, but
Gotcha.
I'm running out of places to go.
Mhm.
Like around here, because I've been to Fat Mike's a couple times. I've been to South Main. I've been to Abe's in Kingston. I've been to Abe's on Barney Street. I've been to Ferris. I've been to Coney Island. The two of them out in Scranton. Like,
Champing, yes. Look it up.
Jay,
Sorry.
there's another place in Scranton that you got to get to. It's called the Keystone. The Keystone Lunch. It's in West Scranton,
Keystone Lunch.
and
I'll have to mark
yeah,
that.
you got to get up there, man. I'm pretty sure it's on like North Main Ave, I believe. It's been a minute since I've been there, but we would always get hot dogs. You know, me and my family, like, my dad would go pick up a bag of dogs from the Keystone. So yeah, dude, you got to get up
Keystone,
there.
I'm marking that down, putting it on the sticky. Keystone Lunch or Keystone
Yes, the
Diner.
Keystone. Yeah, the Keystone Lunch. Let me just tell you whereabouts it is. I think West Scranton, or actually, the Keystone Restaurant. I'm sorry, I thought it was Keystone Lunch. Keystone Restaurant, 130 North Main Ave, Scranton. So you got to go hot dogging up there.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm sticky on it right now, because
Yeah,
go to Philly and get a cheesesteak. That could happen. That could happen next summer. Next summer road trip. Here's my problem. Now that I'm older, across the 52 mark, if I drive a long time, I get tired. I start to get tired, and yeah, I mean, I love the road trip. I love the drive, but just when I drive too long, I start getting tired. Like when me and FP went to Yako's, I was coming back, like I had the air conditioning blasting, I had the radio cranked, I had the window down to get to stay awake. I just get that tired. That was the first thing I ate when I went to visit New York City, was a hot dog by one of the. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been in New York, but oh yeah, last time I've been in New York City, I was going to the Garden, and when I went to go see Kiss, and I saw the hot dog van. I got one. Everybody's like, "Come on, let's go." I'm like, but I had to try one anyway. But yeah, that was back in the day.
yeah.
5-hour energy doesn't work for me anymore. Like those energy things, I'm immune to them.
Yeah, second that one. I drink 3 or 4 of them every day, and I will actually sit here and nod off while I'm drinking my 4th one.
And when you get our age, Marcus, yeah,
Gabapentin kind of tells me when I'm going to sleep, and I never even got to break into the Yukon Jack last night. I fell asleep right here, just put my head down, sitting up, watching YouTube, and just completely out like a light. And I just fell over that way and slept,
my
for a long time.
favorite member of Kiss. I gotta say, when I got to go backstage and meet them, long story short, I know I told the story before, but at the time, a friend of mine, his sister was the living nanny for Paul Stanley. That's how we ended up getting the tickets going to the Garden. Paul's, I'd say most what I liked was Paul Stanley. The worst member, the worst person I thought was Peter Criss. He was a complete jackass. Good singer, good drummer, but jackass.
Ace Frehley, Ace, out of all the members, as far as I'm concerned, past and present, most musical integrity was Ace Frehley. He. Let's put it this way: if you hear you could play any solo from any Kiss song from the early days. As soon as Ace takes a solo, you know it's him. Ace has a definable style that's all his own, and when he plays, you know it's Ace Frehley, for better or worse.
Ace, when we were backstage, like first I met Paul Stanley, came out, met him. You know, first thing he said to us, right? Like, because I didn't like musicians and how musicians are, you know. First thing he said to me and Hermine and the small group of us. First thing he said was, "How did you like the show? Glad to meet you guys. I heard a lot about you. Well, from Nanny. You know, I'm glad you guys could come. You know, very, very, very. He wasn't like stuck on himself. Like, oh, I'm Paul. You know, really down to earth, good guy. So he's like, I'm gonna go take a walk around. I'll meet up with you guys later. Oh yeah, thank you. So we see Gene Simmons, and we're trying to get an autograph. And Gene, I can't say I like him, but I can't say I hated him. Like, Gene was pretty much like, if you didn't have boobs, Gene wasn't looking at you, point blank. He was just good.
You know,
Gene's ego.
Gene's autobiography.
Yeah.
His autobiography is called Asshole. So you know.
But yeah, I was like, hey, Gene Simmons' ego. He's just Gene Simmons.
Right. So Paul's like, hey, Gene, these are my nanny's friends. Could you sign an autograph? Yeah, no problem. Like, so he wasn't a dick. Like, he wasn't being a dick. He was just like, you weren't a chick and with big boobs. He wasn't looking at you. But it was
Mike, sorry. Mike, it's all good. We're all cool. I have no problem with anybody. You're fine.
Mike, what is Gene Simmons' actual name? I can't think of his real name.
Chaim Witz.
Yes.
And
now, he was born Chaim Witz. He changed it to Gene Klein. That's back when he was like a teacher. And then from Gene Klein, he went to Gene Simmons, and he purposely chose it because of the actress, Gene with a J, Simmons, because he felt that like if his name sounded successful, then he would eventually be successful. That was the thing in there.
The thing.
So yeah, but his the name he was born with was Chaim Witz.
Out of that one.
And he was born in Haifa, Israel.
Yes.
Now, after we got I was waiting to get an autograph from Gene. He's yelling to someone down the hallway, and at the time didn't realize who it was. It was actually who was the girl that he was with? I don't know. He could be still with her. I don't remember.
Shannon.
Crap.
I can't think of her last name now.
Yeah.
She was a Playboy bunny.
Shannon Tweed.
Shannon. There you go.
So I actually saw Shannon Tweed, but like down the hallway, not realizing it was her. And there was a guy standing next to me waiting to get an autograph too. And I heard him say he was the drummer for Jane's Addiction at the time. So I was like, cool. I saw Shannon Tweed, got to meet the dude from Jane's Addiction. I got Gene Simmons' autograph. What the hell? Ace came out of the dressing room. He looked like he was high or on the way getting high. Or like he walked out, he was like, whoa, like now there was a whole shit ton of people there too. So that could have been another reason. But Ace was cool. Like I said, Ace down to earth. He was like, yep, hey Ace, yo.
Sorry about the shaking here, but somebody insists on headbutting the tripod.
It's so what? But then Peter Criss came out, like Peter Criss's bodyguard came out, like pushed literally like a train going through whatever. And Peter Criss just left in a car, boom. Never said it. Like Peter Criss's brother was there because we ended up talking to him, not realizing who he was. We were waiting to go back, get in the back. And he even went to, like his brother. It's Peter Chris is just excuse my French, but a dick. Years ago, up at the mall, when he was solo, his band called Chris was playing that.
Sorry to interrupt, Marcus. All 4 of them are wearing wigs now.
Probably.
No,
Oh,
I
they
mean
are?
for real, they are. Yeah, I'm not trying to be like facetious or anything like. No, all 4 of them. I've seen different things on YouTube. It's verified. They're all wearing wigs. I mean, they're men in their 70s. They're not going to have wonderful heads of hair.
It's
Unless we
now we know. Peter Chris was playing at the Woodlands years ago, and for you guys that remember, Mike, I'm sure you remember, it was the listening booth in the mall, the record store. Well, I guess they were like a sponsor or something. He was outside of the listening booth in the mall signing autographs, and me and my girlfriend at the time, like I drug her with me. I'm like, I was so excited to see Peter. I'm like, can we see Peter Chris? He's up here. Oh my god, I gotta see Peter Chris. And I'm like, I get up to him. I'm like, hi, big fan. And I go to like I want to try to shake his hand. He's like the look on his face and his attitude basically said like, I'm here because I have to be here. Not that I like. He just gave off that like I don't even want to be here vibe, but I'm here because I have to. That's the vibe I got from him. Maybe I'm wrong, but he was like and he's like, oh, and then he shook my hand, but like I'm like thinking, man, what a douche, And me and my girlfriend at the time walked away, and she's looking at me. She's like, I'm like, did I just? And I look at it, did I just miss something? And I'm like, was he an asshole? And my girlfriend just goes, yeah, he was. It's Peter Chris, good singer, good drummer, but a real douche. Like,
Actually, Peter Chris, as a drummer, he could not play in time to save his life. As a singer, he had the sound that comes out of his mouth, like his voice is really good, but he has really horrible pitch. It would take forever in the studio to get a good take out of Peter Chris. That's why there's so few songs with him singing. The early days, yeah, but as they went on, there were fewer and fewer songs with him singing because he has horrible pitch.
Crewman, what's your story, bro? Crewman's just a crewman, man.
And I have no idea what a Santa egg is, and I
have no idea.
You know what, Mike? Maybe in a future episode we'll kind of explore my story. I mean, I could give you the quick rundown. I'm a local guy, just like Jay and FP and Mike here. I've been a fan of Jay. Yep, I've been watching Jay's videos since before the pandemic, and in many ways, Jay's videos kind of kept me and my wife sane during lockdown. Just kind of Jay was uploading videos like crazy, and we're kind of foodies, so we were kind of looking for content online, like around food and just people enjoying food, and we found Jay, and we were just like, yeah, this is and Jay's local. And it's just kick ass. So,
and I appreciate that. What's up, Mike?
Oh yeah.
Mike D. And it was.
And Jay and I have known each other since we were 12.
But it's funny because before Fred became part of the show, we did me and FP, we did a gift it was right in the beginning. We started to do live shows. We did a gift card giveaway, and Fred here won it. And so time went on. We'd see him in the chat. I'm like, dude, what? Just come on, be part of the show with us. Come on, even when come on, be a co-host, and he's been here ever since.
Thanks, guys.
And
actually, I joined right around the same time.
Yep.
And it's.
I don't know if Fred was first or if I was first, but it was just the kind of thing. I kind of, I just kind of fell in here, and I was talking in the chat and everything, and Jay recognized me from school, like, and everything, to chat. So he invited me to come on. So okay, why not? You know, I got all kinds of, you know, rigged stuff here, you know, that I could go online and podcast with and all that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and
here we are.
Last week,
I've become comic relief here.
Oh, it's a good time. We always
all
we've got a good thing going here, guys. It's always great to hang with you guys.
here's the thing: we
Always
each
great.
bring something.
I call
Yeah,
it therapy.
I just like doing it. We all bring something different. That's what makes the show unique. Mike gives us viewpoints on different stuff we had no clue about. Fred up there,
I'm just
Fred up there,
snarky.
he's like, you know, we go back and forth on food. FP over there, he's the false guy, and it just works somehow. You know, it works. Dude, like, you're making my head fucking blow up, dude. Ego, man. No, I try to keep myself humble, but you know, if I told you, like, seeing the stuff now and listening to like what Fred was saying, everybody, like, I tell you, it does give me it's a good feeling, you know, and it's when I started doing the videos, like, and I started doing the videos in the pandemic because to keep myself from going, not to keep myself sane, and it's what happened was, like, there's 52 weeks in a year. That year I did like 54, 55 videos. Literally, I had a video for each Friday or each. I was doing it one YouTube Friday, Saturday, Facebook, but I just do it all one day, Facebook and YouTube. So I literally I had a video for each Friday of the week. Every week I had a video for the whole year. And that's why for a while I stopped doing home cooking shows, because I tried to think of ideas, because I literally did 55 of them through the pandemic. And you know, yeah, I'll be out and about, and this is the coolest shit. Like I said, I feel like I'm a humble person, but again, when someone, like, a couple of weeks ago, I was at Garrity's over in West Pittston, and I'm just walking. I'm looking. I'm not paying attention. Nobody. I just going doing my. I was going shopping. It was later on during the day, and these two girls walk up to me, and one goes, "Are you Jay Anchik?" Well, when I'll let him talk in a minute. I'm rambling. What happened was these you know, two girls come up and go. One goes, "Are you Jay Anchik?" And when younger girls come to you and say, "Are you this?" You're afraid to say yes. You don't know what the hell's going on. Not putting two and two together. Like, I'm like, just she caught me off guard. I'm like, pasta, like maybe. Like, she goes, "You watch your shows?" I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, you know, yep, I'm him." I said, "Sorry, you know."
When you said, like, young girls approaching you and asking, like, what was it, like, no, I'm not the father, I swear to God.
They looked like they were 18, 19, maybe 20. But they walk up and they're like, "Are you Jay?" And I'm like thinking, what the hell did I do that I don't remember? You know, like, I'm like, wait a minute. But then like, "Oh, we watch your shows." And I'm like, "Oh, well, yo, thank you." And the other girl actually bought my Foodaholic T-shirt. She's like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Okay," I remember the order on the Shop Zone. And so yeah, there's times that I'll be out and about. Like, I stopped when I used to work in Jessup. When I still worked in house, I'd be coming back. I'd stop at a gas station to get gas because I didn't want to feel like doing it the next day. And I literally had a guy, and I'm pumping my gas, not paying. I'm not paying attention to anything around. He's like, "Excuse me, sir." Not paying attention, "Sir, excuse me, sir." And I'm like, you know, like, "Oh, maybe." I'm like talking, like, he goes, "Hey, are you that guy who does the food videos on YouTube?" I am. Awesome. And it's like, when I hear stuff like that, I've had people walk up to me in like restaurants. "Hey, you're the food guy." I'm the food guy. And it's just, I'm humbled. And
if I didn't say it didn't give me a boost, a boost. I don't want to say an ego boost, but an ego boost. I'd be lying because it does. It's when someone comes to me and says, "Hey, I watched you for how many years?" It tells me I'm doing something right. Like I try to be down to earth with my videos. I try to be informative with my videos. Now, there's some videos that are better than others. That I think anyway. Some of them I'm like shit. I should have done this or I shouldn't have done that. But you know it. But it's all at the end of the day. It's me being me. I'm not trying to be anybody that's
Right.
I'm me. I'm who I am, and I hooked up with FP. Could tell the rest of how I ended up with him.
That's what we love about you, Jay. It's just you're just you. You know, so yeah, man. I mean, I could see it being a boost for you. And you know what, dude? You've earned it. Like it was so cool to see you get to 500 subscribers. That was
Oh yeah.
awesome. You know, yeah, man. Congrats, dude.
No,
You've earned it.
Actually, dude.
Mike,
To answer Nicholas's question, this is a Drag 4 mod. I have 2 of them. Actually, I got a bunch of mods, but these are like the main 2 I use. And I can't think of the tank I'm using now. God, I'm at a loss. But anyway, I mean, yeah, I've been vaping since 2012. Been, you know, smoke free and on synthetic nicotine since then. So sorry, but I wanted to. Whenever anybody asks me about vaping, I can't help but
no,
answer.
it's
So.
I missed the question. I didn't even see it. Let's see the Wendy's. Honestly, for like a fast food chain, I said I love McDonald's. I love Burger King. Don't get me wrong. But
Free Max tanks. Just thought of it. Sorry.
Free Max tanks. There you go. It's Wendy's. I like it's. I worked for Wendy's for about maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and they say their patties are not frozen or fresh, and they literally they are fresh. They get a truck like 3 times out of like 3 times a week or 2 or 3 times a week they get a truck. And I just like a regular classic Dave's cheeseburger. You know, I mean, I did a video. If you did not catch it, look for my it's in my chain review. It's in my chain review playlist. They brought out the quote unquote Krabby Patty. And I mean, it was just a regular double cheeseburger with mayonnaise, with lettuce, tomatoes, onions, ketchup. It tasted like instead of using mayonnaise, it tasted like a Thousand Island dressing or Thousand Island base, which made it different than the other, the regular burgers that Wendy's does. But their creamsicle milkshake was amazing. I loved it, and it was about this big. It came with the meal, but it was enough that were for me because I can't eat big milkshake anymore. So for me, it was just perfect. And here, what I could do. Hold that thought. FP, someone's asking, like, Mike want to know what's. Oh, you're at. He was asking about the crap, the ghost, the paranormal. It's not that the paranormals. We'll get back into doing it probably in the summertime.
Ghosts are more active in the summer when it's warm.
I could tell you a story. At the time, FP got a voice box, and we went up to my parents' cemetery, and it was in the middle. I think it was in like December. I can't remember if it was December, if it was actually like now January, but there was snow. There was like a good foot of snow out there. At the time, FP had a SUV, and we also had an SL with an SLS. It was called the SLS camera, and the SLS was picking up some good stuff. And what happened was we had we had the I was you're not supposed to taunt spirits. Well, I was taunting the spirits. It's like a voice box, like how can I explain it? It picks up the fruities. It picks up like if a spirit wants to try and talk to you, it helps the spirit talk to you, or but like it's not. It'll say like words like hi or not or something. Well, what happened was we're getting bits and pieces. I'm like, just come out and show yourself, or come out and make yourself known. No word like clear as day. We heard through this box. No. And I looked at FP and we're like, shit. All right, but Mike, here, I'm going to put a link in the chat. Okay. And it's my Krabby Patty video. So just click on that link. That link. That's my Krabby Patty video. Here's the thing. I know people that are skeptical too. FP's brother was skeptical, like, yeah, so we took him with us one time and he heard the stuff. Oklahoma, okay. But yeah, I've had paranormal experiences since I've been like 7 or 8, not realize what they were. And right after my dad died, I started getting more of a connection because in the house we lived in, if you ask my oldest sister, my house had connection to hell. Like literally, like there was something in that house that something, and it was a bad energy. It was a bad vibe. It was something very dark. But
my workplace is like that.
Yeah, so is mine. It's yeah. So I've been having a paranormal experience for basically my whole life. When I was a kid, and when I mean kid, I'm like talking 7 or 8. I'd have this. Well, I would have thought it was a dream. Where I'm walking through a garden, and there's a guy with kind of long hair and a beard, in a white, like almost like a robe type thing. That's what it reminded me to. That's what it reminded me. What the best way I could remember it now, and like I'd have this dream where I'd sit in a garden. It was a garden, and it'd be like a stone bench. I remember like sitting down, and I'd see this person looking at me. Never talked to him. He smiled, and I'm like thinking, I was only a kid, so I didn't know what the dream was. And then years later, I keep telling my mom, like, Mom, I had this weird dream about this. I was in some garden, and I'm sitting on a thing, and there's a person in white with long hair, beard, like looking at me, and not putting, like. So years later, now what we think Jesus may look like, if you're Catholic, my mom had a picture of a picture. I forget where something a picture, or it was I don't know. I can't remember. But I'm looking. I'm like, I remember going, that's him, or that looks like him. My mom's like, what are you talking about? I said, remember I told you about these dreams? She goes, yeah. I said, that's what the person looked like. So, again, I don't know for sure, but I might have been, I might have walked through the Garden of Eden. That's the only thing I could think of. And years later, when I was living out in Exeter, I have sleep apnea. Okay, so one night I went to before I started using the machine, I went to bed, and I remember opening my eyes, and what do I see in front of me is I was like in outer space, like I was looking at the Earth, clear as a bat, like clear, perfect, clear. And I remember looking off to the right, and there was a glow, just like a glow. And I remember having all my senses. I knew where I was. I knew what I was like. Well, I was looking at the big glowy thing. And then the next thing you know, I wake up and I'm like, holy shit, what happened? Like, what the hell just happened? And
Out of body experiences can be really
yeah,
intense.
and I called, not my older sister, my oldest sister has had a lot of experience with the same kind of thing. She was into the kung fu with the meditation, and so she's experienced different things that I knew I could talk to her and she'd understand what I'm talking about. So I called the next day. I'm like, hey, I got to tell you this story. And she goes, you had an out of body experience. I'm like, did I die for a couple minutes? She goes, I don't think. She goes, did you see anybody? I'm like, no, just the earth and this glowy thing. And that was it. I woke up like trying to catch my breath. She goes, I think you had an out of body experience. And years back when I was still living in East End, when I was younger, keep it in mind, there were times where I would dream that I'm like kind of flying over, like Superman flying around my neighborhood, but it felt real, like real. So did I have the capability of having an out of body? I don't know.
Sounds like it. I do want to mention though that depictions of Jesus with long flowing brown hair, blue eyes, the beard, the long Florentine nose. Those were invented in the Renaissance by people like Michelangelo, Raphael, Leonardo da Vinci. Jesus
Jesus was a
was
baby,
actually
okay?
a
He was a
Middle
little
Eastern
baby,
man.
and that's it. He was a baby Jesus.
Well, he was born in the Roman province of Judea. So he spoke Aramaic. If he may have spoken some Greek, but more than likely he spoke Aramaic. And he was probably, if you see like modern day Israel people from Israel, and I'm not talking about the ruling class. The ruling class are actually a sect of people called Ashkenazi, and they are like somebody like Benjamin Netanyahu. He's descended from Turkish people who adopted Judaism for political reasons, but actual Semitic Jews they have very dark, like not very dark, but like brown colored skin, dark hair. They're not going to fall into the whole Florentine, aesthetic as far as like Leonardo da Vinci would paint. Not to burst anybody's bubble, but Jesus more than likely didn't look like that.
This dream thing I had was, like I said, I was a kid, but it was really felt real, like real, intense, real. But again, who knows?
Oh, dude, out of body experience, it feels more
Right.
real than reality. When you go there and you look at when you look back on this when you're there, this looks more like a dream than that does when you're in that moment.
It was,
and it's hard to say moment because time does not exist there the way that you think it does here.
Okay, Mike, Mike H, if you're coming to Wilkes-Barre for
thanks, Mike.
If you're coming to Wilkes-Barre, message me. If it looks like you're right. It looks like you're catching us on YouTube. My email is jsysgwentertainment@gmail.com.
Who's clipping their nails?
shoot me a email. If I could pull it off, I'll come out and I'll meet you. I don't know what I'm doing Christmas Eve yet. I don't know if I'm going to be over the girlfriend. I don't know what my plans are yet. But if you coincide and at least cross paths, that would be awesome. Christmas night, a lot of the mom and pops are going to close for Christmas. I don't know about the chains. If they're going to be open, I'd say Texas Roadhouse, Longhorn Steakhouse. It's going to be really, if you want a nice restaurant to go to on Christmas, that's probably going to be your choices.
I would think Cracker Barrel. I think Cracker Barrel is
Cracker
open.
Barrel, like it'd be probably like a chain. Like the good mom and pops are not going to be open on Christmas. They're going to be closed.
When my mother was alive, I used to take her out for dinner like a lot of times, like on a Christmas Eve or Thanksgiving or something. Instead of like all the, fuss and muss with cooking and everything, we would just find a restaurant that we could both agree on that was open, and we would just go there. I would go and pick her up, and I'd drive her there and everything. And, we'd have to sit down and have a nice meal.
Those are the memories that I hold on to. Like I said, my dad's been dead 34 years. My mom's been dead since 2017. Like my mom had dementia for like almost 5 years. So for like those 5 years she was here, but she wasn't.
I understand, man. That's a hell of a thing to go through.
And it's like I'll sit and I'll look through old pictures that I have that I was able to digitize and save. Back when on vacations and even like back in the day, say Christmas coming up, and yeah, it does. Oh my God, so those cinnamon butter. Oh geez, that's to die for. Not literally, but man, that's really good.
With diabetes.
If you like on a Christmas day, again when my dad was before he got sick and before everything happened, he would cook. We'd do a ham. We'd have ham, pierogies, mashed. Like if you came to my house and you left hungry, it was your own damn fault. Like my dad, would be like, here, sit down, have something to eat. And that's how my dad was. That's how I am too. And
good night, Nicholas.
All right, guys. Nick, thanks for hanging out.
Sorry,
but yeah, it's those are the memories I hold on to. I remember in the summertime, it'd be like 1 a.m, and my dad would decide he's hungry for burgers on the grill. So 1 o'clock in the morning, he'd be outside firing up the grill, waking up the neighbors because the smoke from the grill and the smell, and everybody would like wake up everybody.
Sure, there's nothing wrong with that.
It was funny because my one next door neighbor on the side that the grill sat, if you walked out my back door, the grill was on the patio off to the left. So the house on my left side, her name was Ruby.
Later, Mike.
And all right, Mike, you have a good one.
Love you too. Love you so much.
Guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging with us tonight. And it was funny because in the summertime you slept. Your windows were open. Back then, not everybody had the air conditioning, but slept their windows were open. And the next door neighbor's daughter, I guess, wakes up the mom, and because she's smelling the food that the cooking on the grill, she's like, "Mr. Yanchik's, cooking again." So her name was Ruthie. So Ruthie would come down and be like, "Jesus Christ, Steve, you're making me hungry." So my dad's like, "You want a burger?" Yeah, yeah. That's just how my dad was. I love him like that. Yeah, my dad still smoked and had his beer.
I don't know where you're getting mad weird from, man. It's just, you know, it's a show. It's a thing we do. I consider it therapy. I don't take anything in the comments personally or anything like that. So, you know, I'm not the kind of person. I'm never mad at people. I don't, especially in a situation like this, I could never get angry with somebody. Everything is good. Everything is fine. We love you.
Yeah,
It's good. It's
everything
cool.
like if you want to express your opinion, go for it. You know, we don't take nothing to heart. You want to vent, just watch the F word and stuff like that. But if you want to vent,
Man, probably take off though because I gotta get some sleep.
all right, FP.
All right,
We'll
man.
talk to you next week, bud.
Take care, man. Heal up.
Merry Christmas, bud. Have a good one.
And I'm sure I'll probably see you.
Right.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
I'll
yeah.
probably do the same, guys. I'm kind of falling asleep here as well. I'm so sorry, but
You know, it's
I'm
No, we're at 1 a.m. It's
yeah.
understandable.
All right, guys. So we'll wrap this up. It is 1 a.m. Almost now. Thank you and we still got 19 are still hanging with us. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for clicking the QR code, whether you're going to buy a shirt, not, whatever. Hey, thank you. On behalf of FP, you know, we got the crewman, we got the marshal here. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. We'll see you next week, same time, same platform.
Same bat time. Same bat
right,
channel.
Good night, everybody. Good night, guys.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Later. I didn't hear anything weird either,
me neither.
Marcus. Later.
All right.